Guys, welcome back to another live stream here today on this awesome Sunday. A little bit of an extra one today because we're going to have our guest Andy B with us today. He'll be jumping on in just a few minutes, so I figured we might as well get the boring stuff out of the way, the whatever notes I have, and I have a few things, nothing crazy or off the wall, but just a couple things. So as usual, let's get into it. Remember, guys, welcome, like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, ring the bell to get notifications when we post, go live, whatever, because, that's the best way to be notified. People are always asking, Dave, how do we know when you're going to go live? Well, sometimes YouTube will let you know, but make sure you have notifications on. It's the best way to find out. I'm going to change where it's scrolling at the bottom of the screen real quick here so that anybody jumping in knows where to send their work into. There we go. We got that switched over. Okay. So a couple quick things, guys. One note, I just wanted to support a local business around here. They do custom leather work, and they made me some custom stuff. I've tattooed this person, so I know they're genuinely decent human beings. Nonetheless, they made me this Death Punch ink piece right here. We'll call it a paperweight for purposes don't need to be said. Nonetheless, guys, that's 13 Dogs Custom. 13 Dogs Custom. They're just getting started, but they have some really good quality stuff. If you're interested in them, guys, link in the description. They literally live like just a few miles down the road, and I thought, man, I'd love to support small growing businesses. So what is it for me to let a few people know? Put a link in the description. That out of the way. That is that. Let me scroll over here, make sure I'm not missing anything. Good to go. On another note, guys, also, it was like Christmas today. I just figured I'd share because nobody enjoys these things like you guys do. Nobody around here does. Big box of needles came in today. Loads of police cartridges. And no, they didn't send these to me, guys. What they did is they sent me these, like 6 months ago? They sent me a bunch of needles, and they got me hooked. Now I'm in love with these needles. And so nonetheless, a boatload more. I go on there and order them. There is a link in the description to save 15%. I literally used the link to save like $50 on my order. I kid you not. They don't send me this stuff for free. I buy it, but I love it. I was going to try to buy some Mass Pro cartridges to change things up, but something happened and it just wouldn't process. I'm sure it's on my end. It's probably not that way across the board. I just could not get them ordered. So screw it. I'm going to stick with what I know because I need some needles in again. Anyhow, I just figured I'd let you guys know. If you want to try these out, I think you're going to like them. I really like them. Reasonably priced. And you support the channel by doing so. Anyhow, link in the description. But anyhow, I'm excited. I thought I'd share them with you guys. All right, what else do we got here? Okay, remember, before we get started here, guys, we're going to be pointing stuff out today that mistakes we see. These are the same mistakes, some of them that I make in my work. Andy's going to make in his. Hey, that line's a little off. Well, sometimes I have a line that's a little off too. But you sent it to us, right? I'm not sending my work to people to have them just, point stuff. I don't want to do that. You guys are choosing to do that. So I guess that's what we're going to do. But we're also not going to beat you up. We're probably going to be nicer than we probably should be, because if you're doing something wrong, but you're heading in the right direction, we want to encourage you, show you what you're doing wrong, but not break you down to where you're done with this. You're never coming back, right? So anyhow, that's that. Just letting you know we're not perfect and we're not looking for perfection. Get your work into the email scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Send your work to artmesomething@gmail.com. And we're going to go in order. That's the final thing I'm going to talk about here, is we're going to go in order. So once this thing went out live, from that point on, we're going to go for probably a couple of hours here, get to as many as possible, and that'll be that. And then next time we go live, we'll do the same thing again. Oh, boy. Burping already. Guys, thank you for being here. Again, give the stream a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, so here's what I want to talk about first. As usual, what we like to do here, what I like to do in here, is talk about the thumbnail, man. What happened here, guys? What happened? I saw this. I was scrolling through. Oh, my goodness. I don't think any of these are new or anything like that. These are well-known, posted to the internet, just not the greatest tattoos. I don't know what was happening here. When I saw it, oh, no. Mistakes happen, right? Things happen, but dang. What happened? This is a melting face. What is going on up here? I just don't know. Sometimes you try to give it to the artist and go, all right, they're learning, they're trying to put shades here and there, but dang, at some point you have to just go, what is going on? Am I alone here? Thank you. I mean, yeah, poor child, fire survivor. I hope, God, for Jesus, please don't let this be an accurate representation, because I swear, if this is what the person looks like, I'm going to hell, and I'm not trying to do that. So, yeah, let's hope that this was the artist's fault and not me just really putting myself under a bus here. Yeah, that's horrible. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough, right? So this is the kind of stuff we're trying to avoid by being on the channel, right? What we're trying to do, not trying to make like world-renowned people. I mean, some people are doing fantastic, but we're just trying to keep people from making these major mistakes on human people, right? We really don't want that to happen. So I'm going to leave this up here for a minute so you guys can really soak it in while we go over here and say hello to a few people. Andy B should be jumping in here shortly, and once he gets in here, guys, we will we'll say hi to Andy, and then we'll do our thing. Start checking out your work. Again, guys, had a great day today. Church service was fantastic. After that, went and met up with another subscriber, and I've tattooed him a few times, and he introduced me to a new restaurant called The Melt. So cool things are going to be happening there. We're going to be doing a video together. Should be interesting. So stick around for that. All right. So what is going on, guys? Who we got out here, and where are we coming from? Where are we watching from? We got somebody told me already. What's up, Dirty Does Inc? We're gonna say hello to a few people while we wait. While we, this is our usual thing that we do. Let me drop this out. You guys don't need to be burning your eyeballs anymore. What's up, JJ? Some of you guys got some crazy names. Alone. What does this say? Mute that. Steve Danik, what is going on, man? David, hey, what's up, Dave? Murph, North Carolina in the house. Yes, we also have South Carolina. I said hello to South Carolina this morning. Tragic, what's up? Unknown. Sleet Zero, the unknown, what's up, man? How is it going? Aaron's Drone Services, hey, y'all. All right, who else we got? Unknown again. Stevie, we said hello already. Hello again. Danik ordered some police cartridges. Did not know it's from China. Still waiting after 2 weeks. Yeah, my order also took a few weeks to come in. In fact, it came in 2 parts. The second part just came in, I think, yesterday, and that's what you're seeing here. But I was freaking out. I'm like, what the heck is this? Half an order? I was getting kind of frustrated by it. And then, boom, 2 days later, the other half came in. So, I don't know. It's you're right, though. Tragic. How is it going? All right. I think Andy's popped back in here. He's I heard him pop in. How we doing, Andy? Let me pull you on. I don't know if we can. Bam. There's Andy.
You got me.
What's up, Andy? Long time, man. It's been a couple weeks.
Couple of weeks, yep. That's your fault. Everybody can blame Dave.
I did, yeah, absolutely. Andy got sick last Sunday, said he couldn't be here, so
yeah, chuck it my way. We're back in town. We're back in business, Dave.
We are, man. It's good to see you. Good to talk to you, man. It's been a crazy week, so good to see you. We're just saying hi to everybody. We got Smoke is here. Wait, someone said hi, Smoke. I didn't even see him. Is he here? Hi, Smoke.
Smoke's in, yeah.
He's in. Oh, there he is.
Stevie Green's in.
Nice. Eugene, what's up, Dave? How are we doing, everyone? Nice. Yeah. Nice, Eugene, Smoke, Danik. There he is, Andy the man.
Yeah, we're back. We're back.
Yes, sir. It's man, I had some free time here and there, and I would take jump on and do a little stream, and then my son wanted to. Yeah, obviously he didn't last very long, but boy, oh boy, it's much more enjoyable to have somebody else, some other voice in my ear than just me.
Yeah,
it's kind of rough.
So what else you been up to then, Dave?
Oh man, not much. Even though it feels like a lot, I don't even know. The past week has been just zoomed right on by. I don't even know what I've done. I've been everywhere. I feel like I've done everything. Just feel like you're always getting ready for the next tattoo, always designing something, always. I don't know. Busy. How about you, Andy?
I know that feeling.
Right?
it's a little quieter this past couple of weeks. It's summer holiday for kids over here, so it does go quieter. But we've had people in every day, small stuff, banger stuff. I started a covered up this week, Poseidon covered up, so that'll be going on me. Well, I'll get lads second sitting. We should be finished on second sitting, but I'm going to have to get creative, Mr. Reyes style, I think, to cover this thing up. It's what else have I done? Oh, I brought some stuff up. I've just decided to have a playing around again on some false skin. Now, I've just printed myself some stencils, popped them onto false skin, had them out in sun baking today because I want to play around with some different grey wash settings. But I also want to use some grey as well instead of
true greys.
Your true greys.
Yeah.
I just want to see how it goes and see how it holds up and see how it looks. So
yeah,
I just want to have a play around with them.
I put some true greys in my leg about a couple weeks ago.
I think I may get to play around tomorrow. Finally healed up. My leg finally healed up after putting UV into it.
Oh, mine too. I think it's finally healed as well. I'm not dead.
Mine hasn't held.
Oh, no?
No, but the thing is, I had a sneaky feeling as well because obviously, see, like me, I'm on blood thinners and everything.
Oh,
so
I gotcha.
I bled like a stuck pig. Honestly, did. You know, when I was doing that, scabbed up badly, even though it were only.
Dang, man.
There's only little bits. There's only little bits of it left. So I've done a few on a couple of other people. So we'll see what they look like when they come back in.
I like what you did so far, though, on other people, though. I guess, like you said, it kind of stinks. It's hard to tell on yourself. I will say that I thought your invisible UV ink was brighter, especially than the Bloodline UV invisible ink. Excuse me. And mine have healed up, and they seem fine. They look fine. It didn't feel any different healing. I haven't checked them under UV light again, so I'll have to check them under some UV and see like how they're looking. Yeah. But so far, they seem okay. So far.
I mean,
but again,
I've healed.
Yeah.
I've healed up fine. It's just that, obviously, like I say, I'm on blood thinner, so just like, it would just pouring, you know what I mean? So I just pumped it back out, basically. So, it's just one of them things.
Right. Well, Andy, what do you think of this, Andy?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I saw it today. I thought, oh man, this better not be a true representation of what this.
It better not be. Better not be somebody. You won't like it if you went in and you come out with this, and it was supposed to be a portrait of your child. I'll be honest. I had a similar thing this week. I had a lady come in. I've tattooed her numerous times, and she sat there telling me that her son's getting tattooed, and he's going to this place at the other side of Leeds, and telling me how much he's paying, and it's not cheap. It's not cheap, and this place has just put the prices up as well to. I said, it'll work out about $120 an hour. And she said, they're having this Valkyrie and Athena and everything, and that. She showed me this warrior on a horse, and you know when you're looking at it, and it just reminds me of that picture. It just honestly reminds me. The quality reminds me of this picture.
Oh Lord!
And the thinking it's good.
Oh,
you know what I mean? And it's like beat. The thing is absolutely just beat to death. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Damn, man.
I had to say it looks like crap. You know? But
dang. That stinks.
What's that? Doxy, how do I send one in? Have you not got email at bottom of the screen yet?
Oh, no, I don't. You know what? Here I am forgetting. All right. I know we're slowly getting into it, guys. Me and Andy haven't talked for a while, so suck it up, Buttercup.
That's it.
I'm just kidding. I would never be rude to you guys. Love you guys. All right. All right, there it is. Bottom screen, artmesomething@gmail.com. Let me check real quick, see how many emails have come in, give you guys a general gist on your chances. Let's see. So far, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 right now. 17. Dan Lewis is the last one I have in here right now at 17.
Ooh,
So,
going to be a short show then.
I'm
Keep
sure
them coming.
there will be plenty more by the end.
Yeah.
This is a pretty decent for a 15-minute intro here. We haven't barely got into it. So if we actually get them all knocked out, I always feel better that way anyhow. Because I'm like, oh, cool. I don't have to let anybody go. Sorry for wasting, sticking around for 2 hours. We didn't get to yours. That stinks.
Yeah. Yeah, Steve, it's been roasting here in the UK. I'm currently sat in my living room and I apologise if you can hear my fan going in the background.
Oh, no, you're good. I'm about to turn on mine.
It's about 85 degrees in this room at the minute.
Gross.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I'm going to turn my fan on right now.
Yeah, so it's sat here cooking. Well, we don't usually get weather like this, so I'm not going to sit here moaning. Make the most of it. Make the most of it because it'll be raining next week. And then snow it week after. Typical British weather.
Okay.
15 outside in Canada. Yeah, you can keep that one.
Oh my.
You can keep that.
25 degree roasting. Oof. Joy. Well, shall we, Andy? Shall we?
Let's get on, Dave. Let's see
right.
what box of delights we've got this.
Let's see what we have. All right, so 558 Steven is going to be our first one. Let's get him pulled over. Bam, here we go. We got Stephen Green in the chat. Hi, Dave, Andy. Hope you're both well. Not a style I'm confident with, so back to fake skin. Smart move, man. A few areas of wrong tones, but great fun to do. Big respect to both of you guys. Time and helping others. All right, let's give it a look, man. All right, so this is the reference, I'm assuming. Yes. And all right.
Yeah, it's not. Flick back.
I can do a quick jump back forth a couple times here.
It's not too far off.
No. I think. Go ahead, Andy.
No, and what I'm quite impressed with on this one is the wolves that he's managed to capture from his reference to his tattoo, the wolf's nose, because I see so many wolves done and they look like a dog's nose.
Yeah.
Instead of they seem to be short and stubby, but it seems to have caught this. One thing I am going to say to you, Stevie, is I told you we was going live tonight. Even though you messaged me, I said we were live. I said we were going. We were just running late. But no, what it's missing for me, Dave, and I'm going to say it, is there's just some black around the middle of it.
Yep.
It's just a little bit tonal.
Yep.
It's got the black over the top. It's just round this section, round the snout.
That's it. That's exactly it, Andy. That was the one thing I was like, you know what I like? I wish we had a little bit more of the highlight in the eye. Let's jump over here and take a quick look. See how we have this?
Yeah.
If you can capture those little tiny bits of the highlights in the eyes, that sells it. I'm not a big fan of doing animals, and I actually have a couple I'm doing this week, but you kind of got a little bit of it here, but it was kind of missing here. And then, like Andy said, if we jump over here, we see it's a bit darker down here than you're showing it over here. And actually, maybe you got that tone closer, but something, if you look around, just a few spots throughout.
But don't you find with some tattoos there, you've got to push. You've got to push sometimes the extra dark as well.
You do. Yes, you have to be smart about it.
Yeah, you've got that reference, but sometimes it's always not wise to take every tone off that reference. Sometimes it's wise to think it actually needs a little bit more dark in here. Yeah, just to push it. And I think that's just where this falters a little bit. And obviously, like you said, the eyes. I'll be honest, that fake skin looks quite white to me. Don't know what skin it is.
I think the other thing, too, like you were saying, is what I'll do a lot of times, especially for pieces like this or most pieces nowadays, is I used to just convert it to black and gray, maybe bring the contrast this way, put it on the curve and do this number just a little bit. Well, now I don't do that anymore. I go in there now through eyes of what you start to realize a tattoo will look better with, like Andy was saying, is just putting some black in some spaces, knowing I want that face pulled forward. I want to push this back. So on the tablet with my brush, start putting in black and lightening stuff up and just really kind of making it to where the face stands out a little bit more and whatnot. Because a photo is a photo, and if a little bit more black, certain places can do wonders, man. So
yeah.
All right. So, but overall, man, not beating it up at all. I think it's fantastic. You even said it's not even in your style, and I really love that you got fur, you got action going on there, man. It's a tedious thing, in my opinion. I'm not the biggest fan of doing that work either.
No, furs.
Yeah. I mean, to some, it's no big deal and it's super easy, but to me, it's not. Oh, gosh, boring. What is this? Oh, I need access. Okay. I'm sorry, my friend, but as you can see, I just showed you. If I click on this, I have to have access and whatnot in order to. Oh, yeah. So anyhow, sorry, I got an email coming in from a client real quick. Sorry, I just got to replace. Yes. Sorry, guys. Okay. All right. So anyhow, we can't really look at that. Let's see. Stephen Green, is this all right? Same one, buddy. So next up is Kyle. Kyle is up. So let's see what we got. Hi, I've been seriously tattooing for the last 3 to 4 months. The 2 tattoos on human skin are my first tattoos I did on someone other than myself. Would love some CC. All right, we'll start over here. All right, yeah. Some fake skin, man. You let me know if I'm moving this around too much.
Oh, it's really good tonight. Absolutely.
Is it good tonight?
Yeah, it's really good.
Right on. All right, so I think the lining in this is really nice, and I think the shading is in the right spot.
I don't think it's bad.
No, I like this.
To say he's only been seriously tattooing for the last 3 to 4 months.
Yeah.
He's played a really good game with this because he's worked on less is best. Kept his shading to a minimum and just put it in key places.
Right.
He's got some super dark in there, fading out to some lighter, with what looks like maybe not. It's just I'm looking on the screen, but the shading's not looking too bad. It looks to be in. I don't quite mind. I don't think it's a bad job at all.
No, you did pretty good.
Really can't make this out.
I wonder if this is a scar or something right here.
Is it, or is it meant to be? Is it meant to be sort of like something in his eye that comes out?
Yeah. I don't know.
It's quite hard to read. Is this one? This one's gone a bit the other way. Bit tonal, bit dark.
Yeah. There's some open spots, but it's just not reading to me. I don't know if this is supposed to be like an evil cat or something.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering if he's actually these open spots. I'm actually wondering if he's used a super light grey wash, and that's why it's just toned it down from, instead of leaving skin breaks in it, he's used a super light grey wash in it, and that's what's just toned it out a little bit.
Interesting. All right, well, let's see what we got here. I personally am not sure what I'm looking at, Andy. I see lights down here. I'm not sure what this is, some sort of odd flower plant thing opening up. I don't know.
I can't tell what the composition is, but all we can do is then just look at his shading and look at his line work. I'm looking at the lines through. Is it like a string of lights?
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, really quite hard to make out.
Right, I know. That's what I was thinking.
Just trying to work out if I've got my screen on full screen here, Dave.
Let me try and make it bigger for you. I don't know if you can see it better now.
Yeah, it's just weird. Yeah, we've got a few little wobbly lines, like at top there. Can you see there at top, that top single line curve, where it's scroll work, where it comes around? Could be a little bit of inconsistency. But, I mean, he's running this on fake skin.
That's a good,
Some fake skin is not the easiest shall we say, to get ink into.
Absolutely. This looks like it might be a decent fake skin. I mean, he has some good qualities here on this fake
Yeah,
skin. The lines look okay. He's got an understanding for how to make shades. Might just take time to figure out like where to put said shades and how to work your contrast and what have you. But I don't really know what it is. That's the only sad part. Oh, here we go. There's
oh, here
one
we go.
we
We
know
can
what
read
this
this one.
is. Yeah, that's right. I think it looks pretty good. Lines are all right.
Yeah,
Not too shabby.
it works. It works for this. Nice, just a little bit of shading, plenty of open space.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said,
Yep.
lines are not too shabby. It looks like he's used quite a fine liner to
I
run.
like the little tiny bits of white just in these little holes right here. I think it's
Yeah,
enough.
yeah. It's put the effort in to try and get that highlight,
Mhm.
into the hole. The
Absolutely.
light is great. I don't know whether it's the smoke and the flame or whatever it is that's out of the top.
Mm-hmm.
That might be the style, or it could be somewhere else. But it's
Right.
whatever it's put. But it's not badly done.
Mm.
I'm just trying to work it out. It's not badly done. It's the lines are there, and yeah, it's not done
not
bad with
bad.
this piece.
Yeah.
Not
Let's see
done
what
bad at
we
all
got.
with this piece.
Oh, okay. It's another photo of the same one. Yeah, it's not bad. I think it would be cool maybe to have a little bit of a lighter tone kind of going, but it doesn't need it. Doesn't need it. It's minimal, but it's done well. So nice job. Overall, there's nothing here that's really bad. This
No.
one was a little hard to read. We're not sure what it is, but technically it's not bad.
My favourite
And-
is the Rosen boot.
Yeah, absolutely. Very clean. Like lines are
Clean.
clean, shading smooth.
Yes.
It's simple, readable. I think I don't know that I'd wear it because I don't understand the boot thing, but it's cool. Like it's nicely done. All right, so now we got Renee Norris. Hi, have been practicing only for 2 months. I am just working on lining, so I have tried to find pieces that just focus on lines. Any tips will be appreciated. Thank you for all you do. And that's a really smart thing to do. If you're just learning, learn the lines. Oh, yeah. Well,
All
from
right.
here, anyhow, I got to get a little closer. I always get a little ahead of myself sometimes.
I mean,
Uh-huh. Well, this must be like true skin. Look, it has like pores in it. Like it looks textured. I think that's that true skin, fake skin, I think. Because I don't think this is human skin. No, this is fake skin. Go ahead, Andy. Sorry, bud.
no, I was just saying it. For a few months in, it's not amazing, but it's
Right.
not bad.
Right.
The lines have got a few hiccups. The lines have got wobbles.
Yeah.
What I would say is, I think this person's jumped into maybe using too fine a liner, especially around the outside.
Right.
Try use a thicker liner to start with, and steady yourself up. But like I said, they've not done so bad. Circles again. Well, we're always going to pull you on circles, especially concentric circles like that. But
Yeah, I agree with you, Andy. The lines aren't bad. It up through here, I think the biggest problem are these ones, and some are closed, and some are open, and some are closed. I don't know if it's not every other one. So part of that is that staying consistent. Maybe your stencil started to fall out on you.
Yeah, you've hit it there. The consistency. There's no consistency through it.
Right.
E.g., it's like just on the outside where you've got these arches that have got parallel lines in them. As you can see, they're supposed to be even all the way down, and you're off the mark. Some points don't even, especially on the left-hand side as we're looking at it, at the 9 o'clock position, that the points on them two arches there, they're not even in line with each other.
No.
It's once you start putting a lot of little mistakes in, they become one big mistake, and it's easy to focus on.
Yeah.
And then once your eye gets trained on it, we'll start looking at more and more and more and picking it apart. So you've got to focus on all the little stuff as well. But
consistency is bad. Go ahead.
They're going in the right direction.
Yeah, I think so. Definitely, man. Definitely. And I mean, it's like I said, again, when you just glance at it, you're like, wow, that's nice. Not bad for just learning. And then, then the critique comes in. You're like, all right, look, none of this is consistent, right? None of it's lining up. And I think Andy started off with a really good point is maybe there's a lot to try to figure out. You're trying to get your hand to move in just the right way. You're trying to figure out line the speed of your machine, the speed of your hand, the depth that you need to be at. Try, like Andy said right off the bat, I think you should work with a larger needle grouping. I don't know what needle grouping you're working with here, but try something a few needles larger than this at least. If it's a 3, go to a 5 at least. If it's a 5, go to a 7 or a 9, you know. And that's going to help take away a little bit of those wobbles, and it's going to allow you to see things a little bit better. But like overall, not bad. Keep working at this sort of thing. Don't jump ahead. None of that. Your friends are telling you, man, that's awesome. Tattoo me. I want that. Don't do it. All right. Because you know that they're not used to looking at tattoos all the time and going, they're just going to see it from that 5 feet away. That looks cool. Give it to me. Don't do it. Keep doing what you're doing. You got a good quality. It looks like fake skin here. Yeah, true skin. There it is, bam. And all right. Cool. Renee, thank you. All right, so next up we have Inner Hollow. Inner Hollow sent us some fake skin. Hey, name's Ryan. I'm from South Carolina. Been practicing about 3 months now. All righty. Well, real quick, it looks like they got the stimpling is working out for them. They're definitely, working with that technique for sure. Lining is okay in some spots, but the moon down here is really what's killing this one, in my opinion. And go ahead, Andy.
And like you said, the moon's killing it. It's right in the middle of the tattoo and it's drawing your eye to it. Absolutely killing this one. It would have worked out better if that moon wasn't in there at all, as bad as it seems. Because you look at the line over the top finger, over the back of the hand, looks quite good. You know, as you're going over that lot and off the shoulder, it's quite good. Got some stippling going on, and then there's this really janky moon in the middle of it, which gets to it. Even down to, if you look at the fingernails, they've got a nice point on the fingernails.
Yeah.
And everything. But like I say, it's really let down by that crescent moon, slapped in the middle of it, done.
Yeah, definitely.
For want of a better word, lined badly.
Right, and that's
consistent.
That's what sucks. Is it's like you can now. I mean, there's nothing like out of this world fantastic about that tattoo, but just looking at it's like, all right, it's cool. If that's what you want, that's cool. So not every tattoo that's done is like what you'd want to have done, but because to me, proportionally, something's off about these fingers as well. But it's not a big deal, right? It's like cartoon style character. But yeah, having this out in the open, that's what sucks. You do all this work, and then just one line can literally kill you. It's okay sometimes if that one line's back here or something, but it does stink when that one line's right there, and it's more than one. It's obviously the inner one was a little. You had it right around, bringing around, lost it, and then this one, you know, came and went. So it is what it is. Well, this is straight up, in my opinion, suffers from a lack of like solid contrast, which is weird because you'd almost think like, wait, there's a lot of black in there or darkness. There should be contrast. And in my opinion, there's not, because where it's dark, it's not quite black. You know what I mean? Now that's going to be my 2 pennies on this one.
Yeah, it's too light. It's way too light. It's this tattoo. It's all, for want of a better word, it's all mid-tone. There's a few obviously open space light tones, but there's no really dark, and that's what it's missing. Needs pushing backwards.
Yeah, I agree.
So that the lighter tones come forward.
I agree. I have to send a quick message, Andy, so I'm going to pass this one right over to you. I'm going to send this message.
This one looks slightly better. Apart from that, can you expand it out a bit for us, Dave? Which way are you doing that so we can see it? That's it. Yep. That's it. This one's a bit better. Line work's not too bad. It's totally readable. Just watch when you're packing your black in. It's a little patchy. You've got some holidays going on in there. And we're just losing a little bit of legibility on your handy mask. But some of the shading could, especially on the handy mask, some of the shading could have been a little bit smoother. But it's a lot better than the last one that was done. And it's not actually too bad. But yeah, you do need to watch your packing. Where it's solid black, it needs to be solid black. Slow yourself down make sure it's in there, give it a wipe. If you need to go back over it lightly. People just get too fast and get rushed. They think it, like colouring with crayons. It's not. It's slow. It's boring. It takes time. But it's just something that's got to be done. And you can tell in places that it's been hurried on the darker areas because it's got a scratchy feeling to it. But then on the left-hand side, what looks to be, can you just zoom in on the left-hand side at first, Dave? Yeah, I mean, there's like two straight lines that come out, to like as if it's like a dagger's tip.
Oh, I see those, yeah.
And to be fair, they're not too bad. You know what I mean? They're not too bad at all, aren't them? Couple of places it's got away from them, but I don't think it's bad. It's just need to work on slowing your hand speed down and packing where them blacks are. Pack them in, really do. Punch them in. Just a bit scratchy.
Yeah, I agree with you. Now, is it just me, Andy, or is there something strange about this section right here? Is it because the hair's coming around or something?
I think it's because the hair's coming round.
Is that it? Okay, it's messing with my...
I think what it's got, it's right weird. I think the hair comes down and it comes over one shoulder.
Okay. Gotcha.
But I see what you're saying. It's like this shoulder is twisted, but I have actually seen this image, and it does look like that.
Okay. Okay, well, that's good to know, because I'd have been like, what the heck?
Yeah, I've seen this image, or a very, very similar image to it.
Okay.
And it does, but the bit that is actually getting me is just off this shoulder. There's like just down here. There's like a little bit of black whipped out, and every time I look at it, it looks like it's a thumb and a fist clenched. It looks like it's a thumb and a fist clenched, and that's what's what I mean. That's what's going me.
Yeah, messing with us.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I think overall though, 3 months now. I think they're doing pretty good for 3 months.
Yeah.
I got to give it to them. Not too bad there. I think that's a fair few little things to work on overall, but not bad. Our next person is, and thank you, Andy. Sorry about that. I just had to.
No problem.
Armand Heil. I did this on myself, covering an old tattoo. Still learning, so I'm interested in your opinion. All right.
Oh.
All right. Well, all right. Did this on himself, covering an old tattoo. So you learn how to tattoo, at least tattooing on yourself, but you're covering an old tattoo. Man, not the wisest choice in the world. What do we got going on in the background? No, I'm just kidding. All right. All right. What is this? Is this? Oh, I think we were seeing this a while back. Maybe. Let's see where we're at here. Oh, yeah. I think we remember viewing something like this, Andy, a while back.
Yeah.
I might be the same. Yeah, I'm curious to see if anything's changed. Oh, wait. Did they do some? Oh, what is this up here?
I don't know. It looks like they've been back in with some black.
Yeah. What is this?
I don't know. I don't know whether it's the angle of the photo or whatever.
It is. It has always been there, I think. I don't know. This is very. I don't mean to jump around. Just trying to move it around real quick. See what we have to work. This is it. This is all the photos we have to work with. I don't know. I mean, let's see. Let's go back. All right. Where do we start here? I guess did he add skulls? I don't know what he's even done here.
See, that looks better. Them skulls there look better to me than the ones
previous.
We a bit further down now.
Yeah.
If it's them skulls, especially the one that looks like it's coming out of the brickwork.
Right.
I get the style, but I'm not a fan of the style.
Right. Oh, here we go. Is this the same? These are the same ones, I think. They're just healed. Yeah, maybe flipped. This was it fresh. I'm guessing this is it healed, and we can't see that one that was up here.
No.
And I guess he's still working on this down here. These don't look bad for just like a thrown in there, but you can see the lines are real, all kind of scratched in there.
Yeah.
The black's packed all right. We got a little bit of shade. To get the shape of a skull and the idea of a skull isn't like groundbreaking or anything, but you know what I mean? Who knows what you covered up? Maybe there's some real crap there, we don't really know what's going on here. I I don't
And
know.
like I say, I mean, he's doing the covered up. He's doing the covered up with skulls with a lot of open space in these skulls. So I would have been actually interested to see what he was covering up. And how he's managing to do it, because there's a lot of negative space in this.
Right,
so
right. Was it in the eyeballs?
Yeah. So he's either going to end up with parts of the tattoos underneath still coming through.
But now this looks like a cover up down here. Obviously, this looks like the start of a cover up. And like we said before, I don't know about this here. Skulls are all right, right? They're not great. They're not horrible. They're there. Yada yada.
Yeah, but like
this
I say,
down here,
it's not bad, but it's not good.
No. I'd be curious to see how this bottom one turns out.
Yeah, some of the lines look scratchy, and some of them you can see with the like double banged, where it's like, you know, as if you like try to scribble some of the lines in. It's like, get them pulled. They all go on about, ideal thing is, one pass lines, but when you're starting out to get a one pass line, it's not always achievable. So down,
right.
And if it is down, pull your line down, but your arm will have muscle memory. So if you pull it down, you should be able to go straight back up it.
That's true. Absolutely. Yeah.
Your line's done. Or down. Well, you got muscle memory. Down again. Job done.
Yep. Or sometimes if I'm in a new location, a new spot, so you're tattooing somewhere, and let's say you're tattooing here, everything's good, and you're getting up to another spot, and you got another long line, I will intentionally back that off just a little bit, run that line, knowing that this might either be perfect because the skin, I know that skin's thinner, or this is going to be a little bit of a light line, and I'm going to adjust fire the second time and really knock that line in there. So sometimes they're intentionally 2-pass lines, or because I'd rather hit that line one more time because I'm comfortable accurately hitting the same line twice than blowing a line out. So I'd rather go a little gentle in a spot, let's say an elbow or whatever, than hit it one more time and feel good about it. That's just me.
Yep, I've had one this week. I had a lady in this week. Obviously, she'd had breast cancer. She'd had mastectomy, and I was going up, and round, upper side, and all the way around here for her. And honestly, Dave, she never even gave it a thought. No numbing cream, no. And she was super ticklish. So she was squirming all over the place. She tried to stretch this out, and I would have to do the same. Just touch her with a line, and then she would jumping and squirming, and she'd settle, and then having to go back down it again, just so that I could get. Otherwise, the lines I'd have been playing snakes and ladders on the side. But I mean, even just in some situations like that, you're better off just touching them with a little bit of a needle, making them jump, and then carrying on.
Right. Oh, sorry, I had to drop that down real quick.
No.
It was acting funny for me. Sorry, guys. Just 1 second. I'm going to try this one more time. Okay. Let me see if I can't make this work better. 1 second, guys. Sorry if you're watching. Do apologize. I guess it's just not going to work out for me there. Okay, no problem. We got it. No problem. I just wanted to try something out there. Okay, back in. We're on Daniel's up next. Daniel, let's see. Let me know what you think. Thanks for videos are awesome. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right, we got a dragon. It's kind of all glistening at the current moment. We'll get a little quicker, a little closer up. I feel like you would get this close. This is close enough if you were looking at it in real life, We don't want to get so close to where it's like we can see every breath you took.
Well, I won't seriously get in that close because I'm just looking at line work on that.
Right.
And it's not smooth, shall I say.
Yeah. Especially here.
Yeah, there's some janky lines. There's some good lines.
Yeah, for sure.
But there's some janky lines. Yeah, you've got it. And if you look just at that curve, actual snake's main body, it cuts it. Yeah. It cuts the corner on her. It cuts the corner. Instead of it being a smooth curve around it, it actually comes up, then it goes straight, then it comes round. in that center section at body.
Right. Yep.
Um,
Yeah. It's there. It's
but
like so close to being where you want it to
yeah,
be, but it just needs.
it's
But it just needs to be tighter. A little bit. I don't know. Maybe a larger liner, maybe to help keep your
yeah.
stability. Could have been
This would have
better.
probably worked with a 9, an 11 round liner even
Sure.
for the style it is, because it's a bold style.
Mm-hmm.
Why run yourself with such a small round liner that's going to show up every wobble and shake in your line when you can
Right.
get away with a 9 or an 11 or even a 9 round shader? Do
Yeah.
it. You show even less shakes up using a round shader for a liner
Absolutely.
than you do for a liner.
Definitely would hit this with a 5, 7, or a 9 round shader
Yeah.
for sure. And in different needle groupings, maybe up here where things got tighter. But yeah, I think that would have helped a lot as well. And I think the black is saturated. It's hard to say because it's uniformed. It's just a rough photo, You got the gloss, the different shines. That's like some of the hardest part about taking these photos is trying to get the shine out. So if you don't have any way to really do that, if nothing else, just really dry it off good. This looks very moist, if you will. But yeah, all right, Daniel, not bad, but all right. Where we at? Oh, okay, all right. I was a little scared that a little bit more. All right. Tyler, let's see. The top here had me nervous there. I've sent you a few tattoos I've done on some past live streams. I did the Pennywise and the smoking piece. Oh, okay. We looked at your work the other day. These are some of the first tattoos I've ever done on fake skin. Ah, okay. Well, the biggest problem, in my opinion, I'm not sure why the eyes are a little they appear to be off as far as size goes, but I don't know what the reference looks like. I think it's missing black in proper spots. We have black in some spots, but I know if you just really gave this thing some depth, it would help out tremendously. There's a lot of other things that need to happen here, but black is usually the biggest problem. You just got a lot of light tones here. I don't know.
Yeah, it's and the smoothness. You're doing faces and you're doing stuff like you got, and hair. You got to be ultra smooth without shading it, and use plenty of tones. Work your tones out and blend them out. I mean, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of this. He has said it's his earlier. I think he has said it's his earlier ones, but yeah, the my brows are super stark, and in your face, and it's this is definitely not hit the mark.
Yeah, not the biggest fan, unfortunately. This one's a bit better though. Better. This one is still missing a little bit more. We have darks and we have very lights. So maybe try finding a little happy medium in there, because I think that would have helped out, because the nose is looking a little, in my opinion, again, not seeing the reference, a little lost. The eyes look much better here. I like the scars. I'm not the biggest fan of this super hard line running across the top of the lip, though. And the lips, I feel like you could have spent a little bit more time giving them shape. We have a few little, little dots or whatever, little lines here, but
I think this one's
better though. Definitely better.
This one's better than the other one. It's a lot closer to the mark, than the other piece. And like I say, has it got its faults? Yes, it's got its faults. Shading, like we said, we're a bit smoother. Just keep an eye on your reference. Yes, it's got a hard, stark line over, but it's going in the right direction. It's better than your last one. I'm assuming we're going in the right direction.
I think so.
The eyes look better.
Yeah, absolutely. And the cool thing is they're on fake skin.
Yeah.
And they're on what appears to be maybe not the greatest either. So good achievements, So.
Yeah.
Oh. Yep. All right. Well, thanks for sending that in, Tyler. Appreciate you, man. Jeffrey, you're up next. Jeffrey. Hey, man, about 4 months into my apprenticeship. So you're in an apprenticeship. You've been in an apprenticeship for 4 months. Been feeling kind of down lately about how my work's turning out. All right. I know that feeling. I think we all know that feeling. Any suggestions on how to combat that feeling? Buddy, man, I get that feeling almost monthly, weekly. I don't know. I think it's just I do one line. I don't know. I could go on for hours and stutter through my entire statements, but can't really seem to control when the tattoos turn out good. That comes with time, consistency, and then sometimes later on it will just be like poor choice you made. Dang it, why did I go that dark? Why did I do it? Blah, 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 blah. All right. So for me, right off the bat, when I just look at it, looks nice, right? But my eyes quickly find things, right? But I will say, I love the black you have in here and that shading coming up. Oh man, that is a nice. Yeah, that whip out is beautiful. So just to feed you a little bit, make you feel good about it. The lining is like 80%, 75%. I mean, I did script the other day and I was not happy with it. It turned out fine. It was okay, but I just see all the little stuff. So I hate script, but you know, a little bit in the consistency here, right? We got a little dot here, maybe a little bit of a blowout there, little bits throughout here. I don't dislike it. I think it's all right. I think if anything, you just want to.
The redeeming features on this is where it's punched that black in.
Oh man,
beautiful! Whipped it out nicely, but it's so nice and so good that all you've got to look at is his line work at the top. And like you said, there is a few little faults in it,
few little ones, but overall,
but nice. We all have them days. No matter what you do, we all have them days. So I wouldn't beat yourself up too much about it, as long as you're not consistently doing it like this.
Yeah.
And you can look at it and you think, I could have just tweaked this, I could have just tweaked that. But it's not a horrible tattoo by any means.
Not at all. And over here, it gets cleaner. It gets cleaner. Just literally a couple spots. Man, I like it. I know Andy's on board too. I mean, there's a few things, but overall, man, I think especially when this heals, it's going to heal out. You're not even. It's wonderful about tattoos. Sometimes they heal out and they actually look a little better.
I'm just laughing at Smoke's comment.
Oh yeah, what did Smoke spelled?
It's spelled right.
Yeah,
I've seen so many tattoos spelled wrong.
It is spelled right, luckily. And then over here, I think I've noticed some of the problem. What I do notice are on your points. So what I've noticed is when I'm tattooing, I don't know, I'm going to zoom in further than we want to, just so you can see my little cursor here. So when it comes to these, sometimes you might start here and go to here, and then go out and dive right back in, go meh. What I try to do is to not stop and start at the same point, because especially when you have a point there, so you come in, and then we dig back in, that's 2 times you hit that one spot, so you end up getting a little bit more of a darker spot there, a little more of a dot, right? So you see that in a few spots throughout here. Maybe that'll help you out a little bit, just picking up little things here and there. So what I would have done, again, this is just me, and I'm not the biggest fan of doing script. I would have ran it to here, and then came down here, dove in, go up to there, and then from down here, you know what I mean? Sound effects included while doing it. Nice. Oh, here we go.
All right.
Yeah. Right. I like it. Yeah, man, I do.
It's done with a finer line. No, what I will say is I like the child at the bottom, all done and dusted. The script is used a finer liner to do all the script, and it must have sculpted it in. There's a couple of tiny little flaws in it. Not going to bug him on that because it actually looks good.
It does.
The string that goes up to the balloon is fine. What I am going to say, and you're probably not going to agree with me, this would have been so much better if you hadn't put the black line around the balloon.
Okay.
If this balloon hadn't had, this heart balloon hadn't had a black line around it, and they've all been done in colour, but then where the string goes up to the heart, if they just put a tiny little lined black bow with 2 edges down like that, it would have completely transformed this tattoo for me. Because, like I say, but I actually think it's not done a bad job at all with this one. It's just that little black line all the way around it is done with a little liner, and you can see a few little crooks and wobbles.
Right.
Whereas if we'd have done that with the darker blue and then shaded off it, you'd have never have ever seen that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You'd have never have ever seen it, and the tattoo would have still looked great. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, and Kyle was saying, he said the blue looks a bit overworked. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think that's just light blue, and when you get that light blue, you get that like that skin underneath sometimes, and it can be trickery. Using those light tones can be tricky, and punching them in, you gotta just believe and punch them in like you punch in and every other. I don't think that's ever worked personally. I've been wrong many times in my life, but cool, man. I think that was it. Yeah, I think you're doing all right, man. Don't beat yourself up. I know where it's at. You are definitely on the right path, buddy. You just got to keep going. Don't stop, man. Keep going. It will improve over time. Because, I mean, if the work didn't look halfway decent, it would be a different statement we would be saying. But I think you're going to be all right. And to get past that doubt, buddy, it's never going to go away, in my opinion. You're going to get you're going to get more comfortable with different things and whatnot. You're not going to worry about certain things. But you're always going to be your worst critic. And you're always going to feel like it's never there. Sometimes go back and look at your old stuff. Some really old stuff you can. It's only 4 months in, so that's kind of a hard thing to do. But
you're always going to get some, depending on if you're going into a new tattoo and depending on what it is. Sometimes even now, you still get some pre-tattoo jitters. You know what I mean?
Right.
Am I going to do this one justice? Right. And that. I had somebody come in on Saturday. I turned him away. It's like, I'm not doing that tattoo. You know what I mean? Right. That's it. Unfortunately, no, I'm not willing to take that on. And that's it.
Sometimes. Oh, Andy, do you remember this? I don't know. We haven't seen each other in a while. Do you remember
this? Is this the sword down the leg?
Yeah.
Took up a load of premium space down leg.
Right. Lance Phillips. I finished the skins. I thought he calls it a skin sword. The shin sword. Tell me what you think. Guys, do you, in the comments, I know plenty of you guys are here every time. Do you remember the shin tattoo? The shin sword? If you do, man, here we go. Oh.
Oh, got some shading in it.
Yeah, we gotta get my thoughts together as I look this sucker over. You know, I don't know, Andy. I think it's all right.
I don't think it's. I'm just looking. I'm just looking at bigger screen so I can see.
Sure. Let me know where you want to get closer to.
No, it's fine. Because I've got my screen duplicated, but I've got it onto a bigger screen at back. So,
gotcha.
Just the colours are better on the screen than they are on my laptop. But I don't think, I think he's got quite a good balance of bit of dark, bit of medium, open space. Mm-hmm. And am I a fan of the tattoo? Same. No, but it's just because it's a sword and it's not something I'd put on me.
Right,
same. But obviously this person likes that tattoo. And I think whoever's done it, I think he's pulled it off. I mean, it's... yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
Yeah,
I think it's all right.
Yeah. It's done all right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And guys, we're just judging off the shading. We critiqued it just the other day. But zoom in. Okay, so this person asking me to zoom in, and so we'll do that. Just throwing people's comments. I asked the chat what they thought. I think it's okay. Would not wear it, but cool. Same. It's very to the person, right? Here we go. We're gonna get close into a slow
we've got
walk
people
through.
saying crooked blade, but we went over that last time.
Right.
And it was just the line work. That's why we haven't gone back over it this time.
Right. I acknowledge that's a long line too.
Yeah. And because we'd said, if you remember, that on the bottom of the blade, it'd done it so like it were beaten up and bits out of it, which would a smarter move than pulling. But it would a goddamn long line to pull on the back of it. And we had said last time that it was a bit off. And he's just sent in for the critiquing on the shading and the finished article. That's just why we haven't gone back over the line work on this one.
I would personally, the one thing I think I'd love to see is I like this, and again, it's just because we're looking at it. We have the darkness down here. I like this. I wish it continued a little more consistently down as far as that goes. But then up here, his shading is all whipping this way. I'd love to get like a fat, like a 21 or a 19 or something. And the curved mag is kind of like my hand looks like right here, and gone this way down it with like a very light, maybe like a 3-drop or a 5 or something. And consistently made this smooth all the way down, leaving the end open like you did. But that would just be me because you have a lot of whip outs like this, and those running all the way down there get a little bit choppy You know what I mean? Especially up in this area, right? We got all these little whip outs, and it's not exactly smooth. You can see them coming out. You could just say that, hey, it's an old sword, it's beat up. This is, it has that look, and I think that's what it's getting away with right now. But try going the length of the sword, boom, 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 all the way down that sucker, shading it back towards the black with like a lighter, maybe like a mid-tone back into the black. But still, overall, man, for what you have here, for what you got going on, and what we already talked about last time, overall, not bad, man. And thanks for sending it in so we could take a look at it, man. It's awesome
Yeah.
stuff. It's really fun to see stuff as it goes, good, bad, great, not the greatest, all levels. It's fun to kind of see the progression, or a piece started, midway, finished, whatever. All right. All right. Can't beat a beat up blade. Did that person do it on himself? He did. He
Yeah.
did. Yes, that was on himself.
And that has really got to suck straight over, because where you were on about that shading, that's got to suck straight on top of that shin bone.
Oh, it wouldn't it? Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it definitely won't be for me.
No. I'm going to have to give it the old Passaroni. Hi, Dave. Hi, Peter. Thanks for helping me grow in my tattoo world. Here are a few of my recent works. It will be good to hear from you. All right, man. Well, let's take a look. Hey, man. I think this looks nice, Andy.
Yeah, head tattoos.
Considering where it's at, too. Jeez.
Head tattoos, side of head, suck. They're not easy, and I don't care what anybody says on this chat, and that they are a pain in the absolute arse to do, because that skin is crap. And you're dealing with it shaved, you've got so many pores on side of head, and that from it, that this, for the head tattoo, is done well, and it's done fairly good. You know what I mean? The line is gone the right direction, super big, super bold lines.
Yeah.
It's going to hold. They look to be clean, they look to be pulled in there. He's got some simple shading. This is how it should be done round that, and it works out nice round his ear. If I pulled anything, and it may be just the bottom of ear where it goes into the neck, and it just comes round into the neck there, where your skin changes again off the top of your jawbone, might look a bit, should I say, not as curved as the rest of them, but that could be. But anybody that wants to have a go at tattoo inside the head like that, let's don't critique this one until you've had a go at it. You know what I mean? Because it's not as easy as it looks.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the needle choice and the size of the liner or round shear they used was right on. Yeah. Right on. It fit this very nicely. Oh, whoa. Banging.
Wow.
Banging. Love it, man. Love the soft shading we have in here. Very smooth. The depth that is in that knuckle down there, right here, the depth that's down here that you achieved. Oh, man. Very nice. Very nice.
But this is how you tattoo an hand as well.
Yeah, it's full. It's very full. Filled all the way.
It's shaded. There's plenty of it. Realistic / semi-realistic rose. He's hit the nail on the head. He's got his light tones. He's got his mid-tones. And as long as this client looks after that on his healing process, this is going to be banging. This will be banging.
And he didn't kill it with white. He has white. That's good. But it's not like the white is making or breaking this tattoo. You can get away with that in other places, but the hand is not a place to try to just like use a lot of white. And he did. I don't think he did. If this white fades off, that skin tone's going to hold strong. I mean, just the basic skin behind there is going to be good enough to make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just absolutely knocked his hand tattoo out of the park. Banging.
Man, yeah, very nice. Oh, Andy, here. That's a cool color one.
Same again. This kid knows what he's doing.
Absolutely. The color seems saturated. I love the little details, even the little shadows colored, you know. Even in here, I mean, we can actually zoom in on this and see some extra little details that were put in here. It's like, very smartly done.
Just on back where wings come, look at all the detail in there. You've got browns. You've got probably a couple of tones of browns. You've got blacks. You've got grey. You've got white. This thing is a big. It doesn't look very big on this photo, but the detail is the time is spent. The detail he's got into it. The amount of colours
Yeah.
he's put in this.
Yeah.
Drop shadows. Look at his drop shadows. His drop shadows are done in colour.
Right. Super
two
cool.
or three different colours.
Yeah.
That are in
you
there.
got right here. You have the lighter colors in there. And again, I'm not sure. Actually, this is a pretty good sized tattoo. Actually, I'd say it's about this big.
It's above his knee. Oh, yeah, so it's a bigger one.
Yeah, I was with you. I'm thinking, boy, look how small and detailed. But I mean, it's still a fantastic tattoo.
Yeah,
it's just bigger than I thought, which is why he was
Yeah.
able to get so much detail. I'm thinking, like, gosh, he must have been using just tiny needles. But
Well, I actually thought it was like a micro tattoo type.
Me too.
This sort of big. I don't think it'd be much bigger, actually. I mean, it's not much bigger than that, actually, when I've just checked. But no, it's banging, is this one.
I think the only thing here would be just a little bit on the lines, right? But it's so nice that I don't even really I look past it. Is that weird?
Yeah.
But at the same time, maybe just a little bit of work on some lines because we really don't have those throughout. I think he's got enough lining skill to get by to make, especially the style of tattooing he's clearly doing here. But then again, we look here and those lines are fucking banging. So I might have to just take back what I said. Maybe this is, what I mean? It is what it is.
It might be how it was drawn.
Yeah. Oh, man. Nice job. Oh. I like this as well.
Yeah.
Man, just a whole lot of, soft shading.
Smooth.
Yeah. Maybe in some spots lining, but again, it's done smartly in a way that your eye's not drawn to any of the spots that may require a little bit more, like this, whatever this is going on here, but it works.
Like a rope effect. Best way to look at his line would be on his hands. That'd be on hands. Can you get towards hands? Yeah,
they look decent, to be quite honest. The only spots I really noticed any lining issues might be here, but again, I mean, like I'd have to go and look for it, I don't like to get that crazy. If it pops out, it pops out, but nothing's really popping out.
Nothing's popping. It's slick. It's still slick as this. It's
really
is. Nice.
I really like
well done.
This spot over here. I like this for some reason. It almost like it's got a shimmery feel from back here, just the right shade. Anyhow, cool stuff. Oh, yeah. I feel like we saw this. Maybe we saw somebody do one like this. I like this as well. What a display of the different pieces they do.
This is nice.
Wow. It's fun. It's fun to see some really cool stuff. Yeah. Inspiring at times even. So very cool, man. Love the use of the blues in here. Smartly done. Blanks put in. Even the background here. The face tones is right. That's a tricky thing to choose is the skin tones. And I think
has he said how long this kid's been tattooing?
3 days apparently.
3 days.
I'm kidding.
Oh, wow.
That's usually how it goes. Yeah. It's like, wow, this is amazing. How long? Oh, 3 weeks. Oh, okay. I'm going to go walk off a cliff. Hi, Dave. Thanks for helping me. I have no idea. He says, help me grow. I don't know if I helped you do anything.
How can I help you grow?
Thanks, man. I'm glad I could help you, but I think you had it. I think you're getting, oh my gosh. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. Again, I think a little bit of the lining would really help you out. I see a little bit here, but
that top leaf.
Yeah,
look at that top leaf. Just it'd have been smart to run some really just. But this has been super critical. It's been nitpicky to run a super light wash round outside of that because I can just see a bit of a line there. It don't fit in with his style. To be fair,
right. But
yeah,
nice job.
Nice piece.
Very nice, dude. So, Peter, I mean, sure, there might be a thing or two here and there to critique, but I would feel like just an a-hole by doing that. So, overall, fantastic, dude. Thank you. All right. That was refreshing. Okay, we already saw this one. Daniel, thank you for confirming you sent it in. All right. TJ. Here's a little banger I did a couple months ago. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to go back in with some more green. Thoughts? You're probably going to have to go back in with some more green.
Yeah.
We'll take a look at it, man. That's a hard act to follow before anyhow, right? Yeah. Coming after that one. But it says, and send us, if you can, TJ, send us a better photo, man. It's kind of like.
It looks beat on this.
Yeah, it's got like a grid. It's all gridded out or something over top of it. But from here, the black looks all right. Even the bone collector doesn't look bad. It's just literally this, in my opinion. Again, the lines could be rough. I just can't tell from this photo. They look fine. They look relatively clean.
But
The
the
black and green.
green, the green in the skull, the green in the, I think it's a
Let's
skull,
saving it
but
for
the green in the skull looks, shall we say, it looks patchy. It looks a bit.
Oh, absolutely.
Don't know whether it's looking a bit red or bloody through it. I'm not right sure. So
yeah, that's
but it
no
is a hard
doubt.
photo.
Yeah, that one's rough. That green is rough, and like you said, green's a tough one to pack in. Some of these lighter tones, and sometimes you're getting blood pushing back or plasma, and you're thinking, I don't know what's happening here, but you just got to trust the process. Go nice and slow. Yeah, and my thought on this, if you're gonna do this again, like you said, you're probably gonna have to go over the green. Absolutely gonna have to go back over the green.
Yeah.
But use some other greens. If you got some darker greens or something like that, shape this thing out a little bit. Give it a little shape, because even if you went back over this in the same green, it's just gonna be so flat with these two little black eyes and a little black nose. You know, give it some dimension. Draw it first. Do it on paper or something like that first, so you're not just like going into this free rocking it. Plan it out a little bit. Yeah, and Smoke says make the eyes even. I agree. There is a little bit of unevenness about it, but all right. Okay, I'm done drinking juice here. I check my phone, make sure I don't miss anything crazy. All right, we're good on this one, Andy.
Yeah, we're good on that one.
All right, Lane, you are up next. Lane. Hello, my name is Lane Leach. I'm 22, and I've been watching your videos for a bit now. I've only been practicing tattooing for about a year and would love your critique on my latest work. So we're 1 year in.
22 and 1
22
year
years old. Good to know. So in case we see some straight world-renowned stuff here, which we sure enough, we've seen this reference a lot, and
Yep.
I like the way they did this. I do, anyhow. I like it's very open and breathable. Probably was fun to do, actually. I got a burp, of course.
It is, but for me, it's quite minimalistic.
It's very minimalistic. In fact, there's like no details.
Yeah, and I understand how it's done, and I'm not saying the tattoo's done bad or by any means, but I just not a fan of when trees are done like this. But that's just a personal I understand silhouetted trees, and you can do silhouetted trees. But if you're going to do silhouetted trees like that, then surely you're going to get silhouetted trees with a thing, but they'd be a bit more dark, a bit lower down around the base of them trees. And
they're kind of open all the way down.
It just feels like there's the bear, and then there's the trees and nothing, to bring it together in the bottom half.
Right, it's just kind of left open.
Yeah.
Even the bottom of his jaw here, if you will, is kind of almost not super readable.
Yeah, it's left. That could have done. Like I said, they could have brought a bit of black shading from just under them trees, up and around his just under his jaw, just left a little white line. A little bit of open skin, which would have highlighted the bottom of the jaw, but just brought some black around, and job would have been done for me.
Absolutely. All right. Well, there you have it, Lane. I think that was the only one he sent. Not bad for a year, you know what I mean?
Not bad for a year in, though.
I think, yeah, maybe just start pushing it a little further, maybe try adding a little bit more detail, right? It's smart of you to go minimal and see how that went, learn some stuff from it. All right. This is TJ. I don't know if it's the same TJ or not. Same with this one. Okay. This is the same as the green. May have to go in with some black again. Just wondering on packing color. The guys loves this and is exactly what he wanted. So the guy loves it. It's exactly what he wanted. Okay. I don't know. The black to me from in this photo, maybe a little over here, seems to be saturated. All right.
It's hard photo. There's a few areas for me. A couple of points aren't pointed, on your lettering.
Oh, absolutely. All rounded out here.
Yeah, which
I don't know if that's intentional or not. They all seem rounded, like everything's rounded. Well, there's a point there. There's a point. There's some point, so maybe it is a little confusing to know what was supposed to be pointed and what was like we're going to round that out.
It's hard to read on whether that black's packed in or not because there's a lot of bounce back off live because I'm looking on the right hand side, looking at the bottom of the end, and it goes from light and then just a little bit up on right hand side of it goes to dark or it looks a bit beat. I'm not right sure. It's just hard written.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be too harsh on this because it's I can't really read the photo properly.
True. Same over here, Andy. It's like it's not sure if it's patchy or if it's the photo. So I think you're going to be TJ, you're going to be the one to know when this heals up, if it needs a little work, and if some spots need a little smoothing out, but I don't know. It's not really a lot here to really judge because of the style it was done in and what have you. Yeah. All right, let me go ahead and I'm going to pop the other thing on the bottom of the screen down here. I'm going to check to see how many more
what we got.
Yeah, somebody was asking like should they send their work in. I'm just going to kind of give a look see here. What are we, an hour and 15 minutes in? Oof.
Yeah, well, while you're doing that, then I'm going to nip to the bathroom.
Yeah, sure. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. There's like 23. I don't know if we're going to get through all these. It's possible. It just depends on how it goes, right? So feel free to send it in, but don't get butthurt if we don't get to it, right? It's kind of the way the game works. If you didn't make it this week, try again. We're going to be going live probably once or twice a week. So keep an eye out. Turn your notifications on. It's kind of a first come, first serve kind of a thing. So I'll leave the email scroll at the bottom of the screen for a little bit longer. Then I will probably have to let that go. But anyhow, guys, give the stream a like. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys being here. Again, give the stream a like. Share it if your work was in here. Share it if you felt like, you know what, I did a pretty good job on my tattoo. It was on the show. I want to share it with some people. Whatever. Do that because really appreciate it. Okay, while we wait on Andy again, have any of you guys, I asked at the end of my stream last time, and it got cut off on me. Has anybody, we're still going here, guys. We still got another 45, 50 minutes. 49, standard 49 curved mag. Is that a curved mag? Yes, it is. 49 standard curved mag. Has anybody used it? My buddy Adam gave it to me. I was over there the other day, and I'm like not sure what I want to use it on. Where I don't want to waste it, right? I'm thinking wait till I get a large piece, something big, maybe a back or something, and bust that bad Larry out. But have you guys used it? And I'm not just talking about for doing like a blackout. Have you used it in shading? Have you used something large like that? Let me know. Geez, I hope I don't have to. Yeah, nobody wants to. All right, so I'm going to pull this back up. Dan is up next. I'm going to give Andy a minute to come on back over here before we take a look at the next piece. But again, guys, if you're watching, give the stream a like. If you want to follow me, you can follow me here at the red spot right there, at DaveInks.88 on Instagram and Death Punch Inc. on Facebook. Also, guys, do me a favor. Go ahead and go. Oh, wait, what did I hit? Did I hit the right one? Anyhow, let me see. Where's Andy at? I got one for Andy. Here we go. If you want to follow Andy, show him some support for being here and sharing his time with us in the UK. For those of you in the UK, it's very late over there. So support your boy Andy. Support him. Go follow him at LS Inc. on Instagram and LS Inc. Tattoos on Facebook, guys. It's late over there in the UK, is it not, Andy?
Yeah, it's now 20 past midnight.
There you go. So support him. He's up late, hanging out. So do that. Again, do that. All right. So again, send your work to DaveInks. Wait, what? Oh, I got the wrong one at the bottom of the screen here. Look at me. Send your work to the email scrolling at the bottom of the screen, artmesomething@gmail.com. We'll leave that running for just a couple more minutes. Then we're going to drop that out because we're probably going to hit our max capacity.
How many have we got left, Dave?
Like I think 20, 23 or something.
Oh, we've still got plenty in.
We should be able to, might be able to get through them by the end, but I don't want too many more people send them in because then there might be bummed. You can send them, just don't be bummed if we don't get to them. Real quick, I did ask a question. So this particular person has used these ginormous 49 round shaders or curved mag before.
Oh,
They used used a 49 and a 79 for a portrait on a back. Smooth stuff. Got my cartridges from Kingpin. These are also from CNC. Like I said, I didn't buy it, but he gave one to me. He ordered a few of them. So I said, yeah, I'll hold on to that. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Yeah, but we'll hold on to it. So with that out of the way, we're going to jump into Dan here. All right, Dan Lewis. Hey, Dave. My name is Dan. Been tattooing for about 9 months, off and on. Been watching your channel since I started. Your videos are very helpful, and I appreciate all that you do. Here are some work. These are not my designs. Found them online. I really like them. All right, sounds good. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Looks like we're using a pretty nice quality fake skin here. Oh geez, got way too close. All right, what do you think, Andy?
yeah, it's not so bad. There's a couple of lines in the spider webs that are a little hit and miss, and there's a couple that don't connect. If you go to the bottom spider web down where N is,
down here.
Yeah, can you see there's a couple of lines that are not connecting? You really need to watch these. I know it might seem petty and it might seem minor.
Yeah.
But you do really need to watch your stop and start points.
Absolutely.
If they connect, they should connect.
Yeah, and I guess missing enough of those does add up.
Yeah.
And the eye will catch on to it.
That's it. The more little mistakes you make, then they become one big mistake.
Right, right. I like the stimpling. I like the gently put in stimpling, right? It's kind of like throughout you have like these little dots, and they're not overwhelming. It's enough. Nice, nice. All right. We've seen versions of this on the channel before, I do believe. It's things like this. Let's see. We have these long lines coming out through here, and those aren't too bad. Those can be like moments where you can really fail, and I think they were hits. Maybe a little bit around, maybe this leaf over here might be just a little bit of a wobble, but again, it's on fake skin. Not bad, in my opinion. What do you think, Andy?
No, like I say, you got a few wobbles on some lines. I think where it's got away from him, it's got away in the leaves top and bottom.
Okay.
Like I said, the top leaves, in comparison, when I'm looking at it, the top leaves are super dark all the way through.
Okay.
They could have been a little bit lighter, but I'm not a fan of how it's done the vein work. But it's just personal on vein work on the bottom leaves. I think if there'd have been, because I think if there'd have been just lines, or just a fatter line instead of trying to sculpt it all in like he's done, I think it'd have worked a lot better on this piece.
Yeah. For sure.
But he seems to be getting not too bad with his stipple shading.
Yeah.
There's some decent lines in there. And he's not doing too bad. It's readable, it's legible. Just a couple of places in my eyes that's got away from him.
Nice. All right.
Oh, I like this one.
I think this one is the best of them. I like this fake skin too. I don't know. It's much easier to remember. Jeez, to read. I like the little shadow underneath the card. It kind of gives it a little bit of lift. A little bit. I don't know. It kind of takes it off. Yeah, it takes it off the ground a little bit. The spider down here, I like how it was done actually, where we have left all like the little knuckles open. Smartly done, so it reads a little bit better, especially in this style. I like this mid-tone shading throughout here. It's not, I don't know. I do like it.
I don't like it. I like how he's managed to capture that little bit of light under skull and round gravestones, where it's come down from top of the card. It's come from black into like a mid-tone into a light.
Yeah,
and
that's a very good point.
And he's managed to capture that light tone round it. And as if it's coming onto gravestones as well, with just that bit of soft shading that's coming up at the bottom of gravestone. I like this. This is best piece.
Yeah, definitely. I think we went in order which they were done, I do believe. But yeah, I like this one a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, Dan, looking good, man. Looking good. And it's on fake skin. You can clearly see there's a style here. It's dark, but but breathable, but airy, I guess. I don't know. It's cool. It's cool. It's very cool. Well, Dan, thanks for sending that in, man. All right, 13B RX8. Let's see what. Oh, okay, we saw. Remember seeing this already, Andy?
Yeah, we seen that
yeah.
we seen that the other week because I critiqued that it'd have been better with a heavy black line following it all the way around.
Yeah, and I really wish that they would do something, some kind of. I think we talked about this as well. If you're gonna have it all the way around, then maybe right through here as well. I don't know. Maybe that would get too black, but I think it kind of needs that.
It does just to make it. Yeah, just to make it pop that bit more. It'd be nice to have that heavy black lining all the way around. And like I said, the bottom left-hand side of the coffin, bottom line, it works all the way just till it gets so far up that it just seems to just get away a little bit. Just seems to. I know it probably wants it to taper off, but it tapers off in such a short distance. You know, it could have been a bit smoother.
Yeah.
You know, to get to a thinner line. Some of the line works in. And okay, there's a couple that look like they've been gone over, shall we say, a couple of times.
Sure.
Especially in the spider web on top of coffin, the heavier lines on it look like they've been, gone over.
Yeah, absolutely.
To get it and worked in instead of picking they probably use one size liner instead of fatter liner, running the line and then swapping back. But hey, we've all done that while we've learning. Can't we ask changing liner?
Yeah. Well, thanks for sending it in again, man. Oh, hang on. Let me move. I left that up. Okay. All right. We got no information here, Andy. We got nothing. I'm seeing these tiny little pictures. I'm getting nervous, man. We got nothing. It's from Dr. C. Says, any tips? All right. Well.
Yeah. Line work.
Yeah. It's a bit, I think you kind of figured out a couple things and jumped to your skin probably a little too quickly. I don't hate these little stipple parts where they're at. I don't. I like that you got some movement. Personally, me, I don't hate those. This black is not saturated in the stars, and the lines aren't straight. Especially, it's very noticeable here. You kind of hit it a little bit here. You can kind of hide it every once in a while. This one is really where it's all visible. Very scratched in. This one very scratched in. This one, the black's just not packed in. So,
should have hit these with a 9-round liner.
Yeah,
you'll still find a liner. Just drop straight in there. See, this is another thing when you're tattooing, and people got to know when you how to choose what needles for where.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, a lot of people, and you pick a smaller grouping, a 3-round liner, a 5-round liner. Yes, it'll puncture the skin a lot easier. You don't have to be adjust your machine as much, or have to have that little bit of extra force or anything to get it through skin. But a 7, a 9, 11, or even a 5-round shader, 7-round shader, 9-round shader, or even 14-round shader, sometimes you've got to know what to use and where. And unfortunately, would have been better with a bigger grouping. On this, which would have helped out. And the bigger the grouping, the less likely you're going to see any wobbles and flaws and that in it. So that's another thing. You've just got to learn when and what groupings you need to use and where.
Yeah, and that can be tricky. It can take some time to really figure out, well, what liner should I use? I don't really know. And I think that while you're learning on the fake skin's a good time to kind of try to figure that out a little bit. Use different line weights, and be like, oh, around this, I want to do this. Around the outside, when you do this and that, and then see how it works out. And then you'll learn that. And then when you go to real skin or something like that, you'll be better able to make decisions. Don't like this. This does not look good.
It don't. I mean,
look at these names the shading's not even really like that's not even there. They try to do a stipple, but unreadable. But I don't know. You think these hearts were meant to be that way? I mean, they look beaten. They're actually blown out in a lot of spots. I don't know if they went over it a bunch of times with a too small of a needle to build it up. I'm not sure. In some spots, some of the lines are okay at best, but these names, man, are really
I mean, you look at
Really
name on
rough.
Christian. You look at, is it Christian on right hand side? That's
Yeah.
the C is light. I mean, that Melissa. That the M's barely in there, and then but the Christian, like I said, the C's in. But then look at the rest of it; it's blown in. It's
Right.
absolutely way too deep and blown in. I mean, you go back to the bottom where it says Melissa. The M's hardly in, the E's hardly in, the L's hardly in. You get past the I and the SS and the A, in between the two S's and the A, it's blown out.
Yeah.
On that, this is what you call learning to run before you can walk.
That's it. Yeah, and I don't know if they did these other pieces down here or not. I'm not sure. Possibly, I don't know. This one looks better than this one up here, so I don't really know. Yeah, I don't even love the design either.
No, you might think human skin's cheap. It's free,
but
it's
runs out fast.
Yeah, it does. When you're doing stuff like this, unfortunately, yeah, it does run out fast. It's like we said, when you're transitioning over, you'd have been better off just maybe having 3 small arts and doing one art at a time and making sure it went right, and then say to them, let that heal, come back, and we'll put another one in. Because you start running with bigger pieces like this, and the composition of it, like you said, Dave, the composition of it's not good anyway. That doesn't help, and the shading's not good. There's no darks or anything. He's tried to do it all stipple shading, whip shading, dots, and it just doesn't work.
That's a
best thing I say with this one is stop messing around on real skin. Get yourself some fake skin.
Yeah,
bring it back in a bit. Get a bit smaller.
That's it.
Rein it in and get it under control, and then progress out like the rest. We've all had to do it like the rest of us have had to do it. Start small, work your way out, and sometimes you spend ages just getting your line work, and sometimes then you spend ages just packing blacks or colours, and then you might have skins with just bits of different shadings, working out a shade and transitioning from one shade to another, and just gently messing about.
Yeah, and then I think some people get mad when we tell them, which again, like I talked about last time I was live, I feel like we're pretty nice to people. We're not being rude or ruthless, but I still get people who will comment every once in a while on my own work and tell me to go back to fake skin for a while. Like, some people are joking, but I think don't get butthurt or upset. It's not personal. It's just, hey, look, if you looked at that piece that we're just looking at, I mean there's no way not that one. There's no way around it. You have to go back to fake skin, or you're just gonna keep doing the same thing over and over, and that's insanity, right? So don't get butthurt.
Anthony's put on there, arts would have looked better the same way up. They probably would look better the same way up, but if they'd have all been the same way up on this piece, how this piece is done, it's jacked.
Yeah, doesn't even matter.
It may have looked a bit better. It doesn't even matter with this because it's just executed not very well at all. Not very well at all, unfortunately. So, like I say, it just needs to rein it back in, come back on a fake skin, work on smaller pieces, and just work your way up from there.
And I'd like to bring up Kyle's comment real quick while we have this in the background. And there's nothing wrong with that. It says, Kyle says, look, I'm 100% proof what happens when you listen to someone who says go back to fake skin. I took on an apprenticeship and went from no bookings to being booked out for a full month. So what he's saying is I went back to fake skin. I listened. I went back. I honed my skills. Now I'm booked. Now I'm tattooing, right? That's what it's about. It's not go back to fake skin, get out of here. We hate you. We're so much better. Not that at all. Just, hey, go back, hone that stuff. Hone it. Take your time, man. Just enjoy the process. There's no like a trophy for being the first one to make a tattoo. I looked at most of these just the other day. Yeah. You remember seeing these, huh, Andy?
Yeah, but it's like I've just said to you. I've just done this. I've been tattooing forever, and it's like I've just done my some practice skins today. I want to practice stuff, so I've got some false skins on go at the minute. There's no shame in dropping. Go into fake skin if you want to try anything, you want to learn anything. Go back on.
Absolutely. I still have a couple of fresh pieces of Real Skin, the brand Real Skin,
Yeah.
in the event that I want to try some needles out and see how they look, try an effect out, whatever, make a YouTube video, whatever. Definitely. Definitely.
Right.
They've come a long
Stevie's on his
way.
way out of chat. We'll catch you later, Stevie.
Later,
Thanks for being
Steve.
here.
Absolutely, man. Thank you. I think he was the first one here. He was here early. All right. That one I can't view. All right. So the problem with these ones, this one we talked about the other day, it's patchy and it's very monotone and
Yeah.
a lot of things there. We discussed that. I'm going to beat a dead horse. I think you remember that, Andy. And this one I can't zoom in on. We can't see. From here it looks all right, but
Like I said, from there it doesn't look bad. We just can't get in.
Yeah, and a lot of tattoos from that far away do look good. As I've clicked on emails and been like, oh, wow, this is awesome. And as you get a little bit closer, you see all the inflow. So I don't know on this one. This one either, I can tell you if that is shading, if that is red from shading, that is beat up, man. And I think this is fresh and this is healed. But it healed out okay. But, man, that had to hurt. That just looks raw down in there where that's at. And I can't, again, zoom in at all. That's as far as that'll let me go. Hey, this one looks...
This one's not too bad.
Much, much better, man. This is... Yeah, person's probably happy with it. It's not bad. Black seems all right. Yeah. Yep.
I'm not being funny, but god damn, that yellow looks to be in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks all right. Looks all right, man. Nice. Again, I have no idea what I'm looking at. I can't get any closer to it. But, hey, look. The winner for you on this one, man, is right here.
Yeah.
So work in this direction. Do something like this if that's the case, because I'm not really sure about the rest. All right. Yeah, we should be able to, in the next 30 minutes, get through these. Guys, give the stream a like. Subscribe. Share the video if your work was on here and you liked it. You want to share it with somebody, or you know somebody who's struggling and it's like, hey, dude, maybe watch this. See what they have to say about other people's work. Maybe you want to thinking about sending some work in. Boom. Don't be afraid. We've seen a mixed bag, guys. It's a mixed bag. Got everything from some really nice stuff to people who are trying to find direction. They don't know. You know what I mean? I remember I was trying to figure out how to sharpen knives one time, and I watched a YouTube video, ordered the stuff. I had no problem. Got home. I realized I was lost in the sauce. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I thought I was doing things right. I didn't know. So some people just have no idea. So that's why we are trying not to break people's hearts because, yeah. Anyhow, so we have no information here. Just says, I know I need some practice. That's literally all it says. First 2 tattoos. Man, yeah, that is one big old tigger. Yeah, man, those lines are all over the place.
And I feel that the lines round the outside for this piece, because obviously it's a cartoon character.
Yeah.
I think them lines around the outside could have done with being, well, I don't know whether they could have done with being a lot cleaner and a lot smoother.
Yeah. They could be thicker too if you wanted them to be, because down here this is thicker, but I don't think that's thicker because they wanted it to be thicker. I think that's a sculpted line, sculpt, and it just got bigger on you. Same over here. The orange is a bit patchy as well, but it's in this photo, at least because it's like a very low pixeled photo. It's like a smooth patchy, I guess.
I've got to say it, but his right knee. I'm not being funny. That black, you know where that black is on his right knee? It comes to a point, it looks like he's got a nipple on the end of his knee.
Oh, shoot, man. I didn't even see that. Yeah, Eagle Eye Andy over there.
It looks like he's got a nipple on his knee. It's like, I can't stop seeing it now, unfortunately. But that's a big-ass big-ass undertaking.
I didn't see that, man.
But I feel like that this could have been done smaller somewhere else on body.
Because you know what? This tattoo is so fixable. It's not funny. I mean, I fixed even the nipple on the knee as well. But the problem is you still have a giant tigger who's on all fours, looking down at like your right butt cheek or whatever. I don't know. Like, where do you go from here? What do you add? How do you? It will take a little bit of thought. I mean, it's not the end of the world. You can definitely come up with something. But
Piglet still behind him.
What's that?
Piglet Piglet stood behind him, checking him from behind.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
gee.
It's
Oh no. Oh, Andy. Oh. Oh
this,
no.
honestly, where do you go? It's like, oh,
Oh man, yeah, you could go a real dirty way. You could go
yeah,
down that. You
but
could.
I mean,
I
you
don't.
could fix it. It can be fixed, couldn't this?
Yep,
but
we could do a lot of different things. You could really have fun with this. It just depends on what you want to do. So, if you're watching, this is on you, or you did this, there are some okay qualities, but don't do these ginormous things like this. Not you said your first 2 tattoos, and you're like, you know what, I got you. Whole back, Tigger, on all fours. What?
Yep.
Just not a smart choices. I cannot zoom in on this, but I can tell from back here that Breno is rough. It's and it's probably even harder on your guys' who are watching and Andy's screen, but I have it just slightly larger over here, and it's still the B is really showing a lots of imperfections. The E is running into the A here. All right. So here, look at these pieces that are coming off of each one of these letters. So off the R, it's very thin here. It's really thin here. It's chunky here. It's a little bit thinner here. Little consistency issues. It's not fully saturated. The lines are, you know what I mean? So don't give yourself a B that has all this nonsense going on in it.
You see, to me, the B, R, and E look like they're in a different font to the A, N, and A.
Yeah.
But that's just how they've done it. Because the A, N, and A is dirty, Andy. It's just, you know what I mean? The Anna on the end of it looks, even though there's some faults on it, looks quite consistent.
Yeah.
As in fat, chunky.
Yeah, the A, N, and A, yeah.
Yeah, the A, N, and A. But the B, R, and E look more delicate, if that makes sense.
Maybe he was dating an Anna and then dropped her for Brianna. And yeah, because it definitely, now I'm really looking at it. The A and an A, it's like, all right. And the E looks like it was smashed over there and the R added. And yeah, I don't know. Different sessions, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hard to say, but I hope that you take that information for what it is. Do smaller tattoos. I think at the end of the day, for this person, if we had to tell him something, Tim, just do smaller tattoos.
Yeah.
And work on your lines. You're jumping in way too soon. The lines here are rough. The lines here are rough. Simple as I think it comes down to those two things. All right. Oh, jeez. Anthony Paul. Hi, guys. So I've been practicing for almost a year and really hope to be a pro one day. Be a pro one day. I started working with Procreate. Good. To help my game and always watch you and learn so much. Don't mind the lines behind the work on the fake skin. Let me know what you think. Take care. Don't mind the okay. Got you.
Right. He's just gone over the. Yeah. He's just reusing his piece, isn't he?
Smart. I mean, why waste it, man? Why waste it? But good to see that you're doing. Keep doing more practicing here. Some of these lines, like this one right here, looks good.
Yeah.
Some of these look good.
Some of these long, what makes me laugh? It's on this. Some of these longer, curvier lines that he's doing, are actually a lot better than some of the smaller lines that he's doing. It's nuts.
I tell you what happens there. I think I was been at fault sometimes. Is we slow down, we take our time on those long ones, and then the little ones we just kind of bzz, 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 and with that, just don't give it the proper attention. I think because there's so many more of them. But the thing that kills me on this one is it's very confusing because there's no shape. There's no true definition anywhere. I think the only definition we have, the snakes, is a loss. I don't know what's top, what's bottom, what's in, what's out. The jaw here, we have some definition. We know that's, and a little around the eye. The nose even kind of droops down, which is kind of odd. So line work, you know what I mean? Practicing on fake skin. It doesn't say how long. Almost a year. Okay. Well, all right. Here we go. No, this isn't too bad, Andy.
No, I
don't think it's that bad.
No, it like I say, it's better than a lot that we've seen.
Yeah, and especially considering just looking at this one, which, the lines weren't horrible, but I guess they played into their strengths. There's no actual shading here, which is smart if you're not comfortable with that just yet. A little bit here, but that's pretty much black.
looks quite small. Keep it under control.
It is small.
Is a lot of his start and finish lines, his start and finish points, start and finish, where they should do.
Yeah.
Does it have a few faults? Yes, it does.
Absolutely.
I can see a few lines that are a little bit lighter than others. Just for consistency.
Right.
I'm not a fan of the goofy teeth at the bottom.
No.
That's just a personal fan of the goofy teeth at the bottom of the skull.
Same.
But he's played it smart. He's kept it minimalistic.
Yeah, I think that was it. I mean, there's nothing really.
And
I could tell you that
pull off some crazy 4-foot Winnie the Pooh on somebody's back type thing.
Right.
But
you can see he's clearly done some practicing, as we can see up here. This is the creme de the creme of where he's made it to so far.
Yeah.
So you think of all this skin that he would probably have free had he spent a little more time on the fake skin. But, I guess the only thing you could really say here is whatever kind of black shading you have here, don't shade anything. Practice that on fake skin, because if this is where you're at on fake skin, you got a long way to go. In my personal opinion, we need to definitely work on fundamentals, but shading a lot more. So don't shade anything. And really, this is about as far as I go, really, right now on real skin. You pulled this one off, okay. Don't push your luck, man, because you're still in that very early learning stage. And sometimes we make one that we're like, dang, I learned a bunch of stuff. It looks halfway decent. My buddy wants his back tattooed. I'm going to do it. Don't do it. Aaron, Josh, go big or go home, Brian says. In that realm, go home, man. Just go home. Especially if your buddy's trying to go big and get crazy. So Aaron Joshua Delva. Cool name. Oh, I know it. I want to see Aaron here. Tried tattooing skin 2 days ago. Followed what you said. Start small. All right. You tried tattooing skin 2 days ago. Now, Aaron, I don't know. Is this like 2 days ago you got tattoo equipment and 2 days ago you know what I mean? Or I've been practicing tattooing on fake skin for a year and 2 days ago I started. We don't know. So I got to look at this one.
I've seen this one up
that's going to be so gone in like a week. But that's cool.
It's like that. You go like that, bouncing up and down. It's so cool.
I know.
It's never going to stay there.
I mean, enjoy it while it lasts. So I'm jealous. I want one now. Even if it only lasts for a week or so, and then just looks like a couple of black lines, it would still be fun.
That's funny.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm guessing we're talking about this down here.
Yeah, it must be.
And it's not bad.
To be honest,
looks okay to me. Yeah. It's not
quite clean.
Yeah. Yes.
Quite clean.
Yeah. Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. So thanks for the laugh, though, man. Love this, cool. Dude. It's just funny. It's just funny. Oh, man. Teamster Jeffrey, man, thank you. Thank you. All right. Aaron, thanks for sending those in, man. Looking all right. Adam Stanway. Hello, guys. Been tattooing for almost 3 weeks in cheapy fake skin, working on line work and packing black. Thank you for your critiques. All right. All right. I see you've been practicing some stuff behind there, and that's really good to see. Before I dive in any deeper, you are also appears to be using, not 100% sure here, but some kind of crappy fake skin, that really thin stuff that they can't give away even. But let's take a look here. Leaves a bit to be desired.
It does.
That's rough.
The problem you've got is this skin. You're never really going to tattoo it for love nor money. Although I've got to admit, Dave, I've got a little bit of I've got my centerpiece of absolute crap fake skin, and I'm actually going to. And I've got some that's slightly better. I've got some that's actually 1.2 mil thick, and I've got some that's 3 mil thick.
Ooh.
I'm actually gonna do the same design on both pieces and see what I can pull off.
Oh, that'll be cool, man.
Black and grey.
Cool.
No, I'm not no solid packing colour but black and grey to make it even. I just want to see what can actually be pulled off.
Oh man, you're inspiring, man.
On this cheap crap.
Exactly. And here's here's another thing, Andy, I want to do here. What all 65 people are currently watching. Let me know what you guys think. I might work it over with Andy after the video after we're done with this live stream tonight. Maybe we'll present something next Sunday. But I thought about putting together maybe not a stencil, but a design, maybe 2 designs, and putting it out there so you guys can take the designs and tattoo them, however you want to do it. And then we can have a specific Sunday special where we review those pieces. So you let me know, hey, don't lie about it. If you've been tattooing for 3 years, don't put 3 months so that we're like judging you all nicely or whatever. But let us know how long you've been doing it. I think that would be a lot of fun so people can really see how 2 different people interpret a piece and do it their own way. I think that'd be fun, Andy. What do you think? Should we
put our stencils? Like I say, a couple of pictures, line work stencil only, no reference. So people have got to run. They've got to take that. They've got to interpret it. Mm-hmm. Whether they want to then use black and grey, whether they want to use traditional like solid colouring, whether they want to use colour shaded or do it as a colour realism or whatever. Check it. That will be an interesting.
Dude, I think that would be fun. That would be fun to really, and like you said, Andy, not like a real reference. We're not going to go throw you like a picture of a dog or something. Like, all right, tattoo this. No, I think it should be like some sort of a line drawing of some kind that you can go and take. And maybe it's a traditional looking piece, but you do realism. So maybe do realism on a piece. Really do some cool stuff. This would be an opportunity just to have fun. Because sometimes I remember practicing, I didn't know what to practice. Give me a reason to practice something. Give me a reason to put my time and effort into something. Danik, little friendly competition. No specific. I don't know. I don't think it'll be huge.
Ada says no bigger than A5, which is like half size of a piece of A4 paper.
Yeah, that'd probably be about it.
But no bigger than a lot of these fake skins, you can get them in
palm size, I'd say.
Palm size. It's like you say,
or actually
a lot of them you can get in the smaller sizes, even the bigger fake skins, they come in like a big A4 size, so you could actually only just use half of it max.
Yeah.
But do it that way.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We'll do it on fake skin, guys. If you want, if you want to do it on yourself or somebody's willing, well, fine. But for the most part, it'll be a fake skin competition, and there's no winners or losers. You know what I mean? It's only if you really want to. So anyhow, just thought we'd throw that out while I was BSing here, and it sounds like most people are down for that. So we'll definitely put something together there, introduce it next Sunday, and then maybe give you guys a couple weeks and start looking at them or something along those lines. But anyhow, thought that might be cool because Andy was talking about trying out 2 different fake skins, some cheaper stuff, some nicer stuff, and seeing how it feels. What's the difference? Do they come out the same or not? That was actually a really cool idea as well, Andy.
What could be achievable on crappy fake skin?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. I like it. All right. But this particular piece, we don't really how long they've been tattooing? 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Oh, okay. And cheapy fake skin, working online work and packing black. Okay. 3 weeks. Yeah, it looks like 3 weeks.
It does. It's about right for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Like I say, just watch your lines. Just some of them just want see like it on these skulls, and the artwork on this is not the best for a start. I mean, them skull. I'm assuming the skulls at bottom. Yeah, they're not. I mean, your machine here, you're not getting enough penetration into this skin, and you're running too fast.
That's it.
See how but then again, you're on fake skin, you're going to be too scared that you're going to punch straight through the back of it.
Yeah, it's so thin. Right, machine angle is important too. If you can.
And it's like the beads. And
I like that they're using appears to be a larger liner or round shade of some kind. That's a plus, especially at this phase.
Even though it's got wobbles on the line, there's not as many as using a small grouping, needle grouping for lining. they're not as they're not as exaggerated and in your face. Yes, like I say, you can still see it. You can still tell they're there. But if that were a 3 or a 5, then that'd look, honestly, it'd look like a bloody saw blade. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. So
maybe they got to slow down. And somebody mentioned too, which I believe we've talked about many times, putting something underneath the fake skin so thin, maybe some paper towel, some foam, some something, so that way when you're running the lines, you get a little bit of a bounce, so you're not hitting like a hard table per se, and maybe just slow it down a little bit. You can see you're getting some decent flow here, meaning like flow, if you will. But like Andy said right off the bat, it's the saturation's not there, right? I think that's going to come with better fake skin and more practice. And the black packing this is patchy. Just sometimes I have to say that because I think sometimes people just aren't sure, you know. This is what you would consider this to be a little bit patchy. You want all these areas filled. It takes time. It's slow and tedious. It really is. Getting a smooth black is slow and tedious. Yeah. So stay where you're at. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like 3 weeks in, man, you are like just scratching the surface of like, this is what this stuff looks like.
Just
and feels
a newbie.
like. Just a newbie, and don't be ashamed of it, but stay in your lane, right? So don't try to like jump out and do under some real skin and stuff. Stay there. Keep doing this stuff. Keep doing this stuff until it is just fantastic, right? And then slowly enter in other stuff as you go. That would be my 2 pennies on that one. Daniel is up next. Oh, Daniel, he was making sure we saw it. Daniel, we already saw yours. If you missed that, when this is over and it goes live, the restream or whatnot, check it out. We did temporarily talk about your tattoo there, Daniel. So Therapeutic is up next. Here we go. Hey, Dave. Here are a few pieces that I've done recently. The Magician Hands. Just had a basic background started. We'll be blending in other colors later. Been following your channel from the beginning. I really appreciate what you're doing. Scott. All right, Therapeutic. Name is Scott. Gotcha, man. Let's check it out. Okay. Well, overall, I like the M looks relatively consistent throughout. It's not perfect, you know, but the M, the black around it looks pretty decent. I even like that the horse is readable. Sometimes when you're packing in color all behind something, the legs and stuff can get lost and turn into really, really thin. But I think the problem here is the green is just a little bit patchy, and the 82 is a little, I don't know, it'd be, yeah, is that a word? That's probably the word we're looking for. Just a little weak then.
What I do like about this one, though, Dave, the attention to detail is put between that bold black outline and his green. When he's tried and he's got it just about virtually perfect gap all the way around. But that's the first thing that you see. And like you say, the horse. That it's totally readable, and they're the first things that you see, that all the spacing's right. The horse is a horse. The black around's nice and bold all the way around the outside. They're the first things that you see. Then from there, like I said, you look and it's like, yeah, your green's a bit patchy, not quite as packed in as what it could be, but a second visit will do that and just punch some more colour into that 82.
Yeah, that would probably be enough to really do it. All right. Well, I think right off the bat, the problem with this one, in my opinion, is first off, we got a shine right here in the middle, so I can't tell if there's solid black behind there or not. But it's kind of tonal, Andy. I think it's like you have the same tones in the back that's in the front, so the circle kind of gets lost in with the legs and everything else. Had you pushed that circle even back at the bottom, like with some black down here, and just really push the feet forward or something, maybe push the back of the animal backwards more, I think that's really what does it for me.
There's no open space on this tower whatsoever if you look at it.
Right.
You know, throughout. It's fallen into the trap of, I think we said a few weeks ago that, I've got to give this person's paying for this tattoo. I'm going to give this person this tattoo. I must cover every square inch of skin with inside that outline with ink.
Yeah.
And that's where it's got to the point that, like you said, Dave, it's tonal.
Right.
There's no separation between back and front because they've not left no skin breaks or open skin in it. And it's definitely missing that.
I agree, man. I agree. Oh, here we go. This is different. Let's see. Let's take it in for a second here. I like the hands. They seem okay. They don't seem too crazy. Oh, I see. So right here, I think is a. It's probably not the end of the world, but I do notice, and I think it might just been a air when you were tattooing it. But we have this purple behind here, the background behind here, and somehow that finger goes from straight to dips in right here. So I'm not sure what happened there, but the finger shouldn't really shrink down that much. But other than that, yeah, Andy, I don't know. I don't mind this one too much. I'm not sure how all this color is going to heal in the background, but
I don't know. Do you know what really? You know what I really like? You know,
yeah.
It's got the magical blue wisp on this from the tip of the wand, and it's got this like blue wisp that runs up through it. I think he's done a really, really good job. That's. I know it's only a blue wisp, but that's the outstanding feature for it. Where it's just got a little bit of darker blue in. A little bit of open space. It's got that really soft light blue. It just works to make it do as if it's like a magical effect.
It's a really, really nicely done, and that's I love how they brought the foreground into the background or whatever. Was really nicely done. I agree.
Yeah.
Nice job, man. Nice job. Overall, I think the work is good. Just, I think you're just need some tips here and there, really. It's just a few tips, do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, because overall it's looking good. I don't think any one of these three people would be like, get this tattoo off me or anything like that at all.
No.
I want to make sure I didn't miss somebody was asking. All right, real quick, who was it? They want to make sure it didn't land in the scan. Is it possible that my mail landed in your spam? Anian. Let me throw this up here. Hey, what is your email then? Like, I can go through and see if I didn't miss it. I mean, if it's up above, I'm not gonna, jump ahead and go look. But looks like we can go for about another 20 minutes. We'll push this till 2 hours and 30 minutes. That's gonna be about as long as I can be live for, guys. So let me know. Their person. I'm going to see if I can find that. I think I clicked on somebody's and then clicked off of it to go back to somebody else's. And I just want to make sure I didn't totally miss somebody's work. That's all. Hopefully not. Looks like we have seen. We have seen all these. It's up there about 5 from the one you're on.
Smoke it up more.
Lane? We looked at that one. TJ, we looked at that one.
Yeah, we've
seen that one.
Seen that one.
That one.
And that one.
That one. That one. That one. We did look at this one as well. Yep, we looked at that one. Steve, all right, let's go up a little bit more.
Is it about 5 up from where we're going at the minute?
Oh, yeah, it's right there. Oh, okay. Jeez. All right, just be patient. Okay. No, all right. Now we're back.
There it is.
All right. James is up next. Just started tattooing again after a 5-year break. All right. Dang.
I love these.
This
really do
nice.
like this type of tattoo.
Yeah, I like the bold line. There's a few line weight differences here. Like this one's a bit thicker, whatnot, but really, it's not noticeable at all.
No,
love this back here, man.
Yeah, love the color.
Yep, nice.
And how it flows from the opening to the little. It continues, does his design through the little hexagons. Nice piece. sweet piece, really
Very,
nicely executed.
very cool. I really like this as well. I think the black's where it needs to be in order to like
Yeah,
push the features forward. Love the black all in here, all in here. Highlight up top, the tears in the helm in the top. Just want to finish it.
shading's nice. It's
Very
really
cool.
nice shading.
There's
Totally
texture.
readable. Yeah,
Yep. Nothing.
like riding a bike. You've been away for 5 years, but you just picked it straight back up.
Right. Smoke says, holy wow. Sick as F. Try to keep it friendly. Finish him. Scorpions win. All right. Very nice. Thank you, James, man. Thank you for
Super
showing us your
cool.
work.
Super cool.
Nice break. It's looking good. You're back at it. I think you're going to be just fine, man. You'll be just fine. Michael's up next. No information, just a piece on fake skin. Well, you know what? I the black's not saturated at all, but I like the design. I think it's fun. I think it's pretty cool. There are some lines that need a little bit of help, but you know,
It works. You get away with it with this design, though.
you do.
Like we say, you can get away with having line breaks in it, and everything. But it's quite a eye pleasing piece.
It is. It's definitely nice. You have to like really get in on it to notice
and it's quite smartly done as well.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of lines in there, quite smartly done, that you're not actually really going to be able to pick any flaws out, and they're going to stand out.
Absolutely. There's just so many of them.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a lot here. Okay. Oh, you were able. I think we tried to resend. I had to resend it in a smaller file size.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. You were able to actually get them in time. All right.
Cool.
We'll just boogie right along here then. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I like the stimpling. Love the black. It's put where it needs to be, so we get like nice balance. Nice.
Let's see. The eyes are nice on it.
Yeah.
Eyes are nice on that. I like how he's done the eyes.
Very nice. Very nice.
Clean.
Nice. All right, some script, my nemesis. You have to believe in yourself. That's the secret. That's the secret, guys. Believe in yourself. And then put in the hard work. That's the part they got to put under there. Believe in yourself. It's the secret, plus a lot of hard work.
It's some nice, clean, joined up script.
Yeah, overall, it's not bad. All right, yeah, you know who this is.
I'll be back.
Yeah, I'll be back. I think we just need to get to the chopper and put just a little bit more black in there. But that's me. That's just me, though. I think it's nice, though. It's nice. A little bit more black would have pushed some features. Even if the reference you're looking at is kind of washed out in light, I think it's part of the job is to think about how it's going to look on the skin and make those modifications in your reference before you get in there so that it can be a little bit darker, so that there's a little more definition around the nose and stuff like that. That's just my opinion. All right, what do we got here? Oh my gosh, so many tiny things, and it looks pretty good.
Wow.
Dang. Oh my gosh. Well, I would totally turn this tattoo down. Oh man.
This looks symmetric. See, for me, what's getting it? It's nice. It's delicate. Obviously, there's a lot going on. It's busy.
Yeah.
But what I can see of it and what I'm making out of it, it's symmetrical. It works.
Yeah, it is symmetrical. Stencil is placed well.
Yeah.
Man.
I've not really can't see anything popping off the screen at me to say, look at me. I'm done. You know what I mean? I'm not done quite as good as what it's. I tell you what, man. Yeah, somebody's had the work cut out doing this one, but it's come out really nice.
It has.
It's a really nice piece. Is this
very tedious? Nothing. I mean, I would do it because I would, but nothing I would be super excited to do just because of the tediousness in it. Hey, and this is a great way to check out your lines, man. And hey, I think they look pretty good, man. I really do. you might find a wobble here or there, but overall,
you're doing this many lines. When you're doing this many lines all in
good.
one place, and
Yeah.
it's all out on show like this. And obviously, what looks to me, it looks like there's going to be more added to it because I can see stencil off to the right and off to the left that looks wiped out. You're gonna find some. There's gonna be flaws in the line work somewhere. I can see one straight away.
Right.
It's on the pyramids. Through that like centre there. That's it. You're on it just a bit lower down there.
Yep.
But I'm assuming with this, Christian, that there's going to be some solid black in here somewhere. So you know exactly what you're going to be doing and exactly where you're going to be probably putting your solid blacks.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to know: is this stenciled? Is this penned back here, or is this like bloodlined, gray lines? Do you see this all going on back here?
Yeah. I didn't know whether it was stencil, wiped off stencil, or whether it's been, like you say, whether it's been a stencil that's previously on and on a previous sitting, it's been light lined and it's healed in.
Yeah, man, Smokes. This is how I feel, Smoke. Exactly. Sometimes it's just good enough to not waste our time trying to find any wonky. Right, exactly. Because that's it. We're just showing you that you're gonna find them and everything, but
it's a 3-drop light line from a previous session. Is all that other stuff.
Okay, that's what makes sense.
Chat. He's in chat. It's
yeah, I see him over there. He was telling us on the other one he said there was a blowout, but I mean we couldn't see it from where we were at. But yeah, that's a smart way to do it. Yep, did a 3-drop wash. Gives you time. You don't have to worry about it anymore. It's in there.
Yep.
Plus, you can run through. You can do that 3-drop fine line. Your lines don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be pretty. They don't have to be smooth. They just got to be in the right spot. So that way, as you continue that piece, you're busting out that 5-round shade or 9-round line or whatever you're using. You're never going to see those gray lines in there. Makes that one session really boring for both you and the client. But after that, it's all downhill from there. Oh, this looks fantastic, man. Beautiful. Yeah. Love the soft shading, man. Beautiful.
Nailed it. Love the center of the eye.
Yes. Really like all that's going on in here. Those circles, not bad at all. I don't even think I need to get. Yeah, man, very nice. I know you sent in a lot, so I got to remember to keep moving here so we can get to
that diamond. Woo. Loving that diamond.
Woo. Such smart, and you're gonna look at this and you go, "Oh my gosh, that looks so hard." Smartly put in shades. It's literally smart. You follow your reference, break your reference down. Find the spots that are supposed to be black, find the spots that are open, find the spots that have to be shaded, and execute it. And you did, man. Love this line. Fantastic, dude. Love the style it's done in as well. Very soft and furry.
Quality.
Yeah. Very nice, man. And here are some lines. Also nice. I'm just going to kind of move a bit quicker because you do have a lot here. But nice, dude. Nice line. Showing a little bit of everything here, which is really a lot of fun to see. Tiny little things. And the attention to detail is just really, really nice, man. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, I like it.
Nice.
Little bit of like Neo-style work here. I can't pronounce your name, man.
I think it's Christian. Is it Christian?
Christian
Zabo? I don't know. I don't know whether I'm right. But Zabo. I don't know. It's quality work. Really nice work.
No, you're fine. He said, sorry for sending in the whole bunch. No, don't be sorry, man. Thank you. It's nice when the whole bunch is, really nice to look at. But let us know, man. Is it okay if we pronounce your name as Christian? Is it okay? Because hopefully we'll see more of your work down the road. Alrighty. Next up is Daniel. Guys, we got about 17 minutes left. Daniel says, let me know what you think. You guys are honest, and we need that. Let me know where I can improve. Thanks. Oh, okay. So we saw this one. Yep. We saw that's a different photo of that one.
That's a different one.
Oh, it is a different
one. No, it's a different one.
Oh, it's a different person altogether. Oh, it's getting confused.
But that black's in.
That
black is in.
Yeah, it looks pretty good to me. Looks pretty good to me. Oh, no.
This one's rough, unfortunately.
Oh, dude, if you want honesty, man, this is bad.
Yeah, that is jacked.
That is bad, man. There is not a lot. The lines are bad. These flowers. I mean, if there was no flowers here and it was just this, it's like, all right, leave it alone. Get with a professional or wait a while and that can be fixed. But these flowers, man, what happened?
Too busy.
Oh,
Line works.
Yeah. Plus, you have the
I've got some.
contrast blasted so high up on this that the skin is like it's not doing it any favors.
No.
Dang.
You've really, unfortunately, Daniel, on this one, you've really missed the mark on this one. This is bad.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you did ask. Hey guys, be honest, and we're simply doing that, man. Simply doing that.
I mean, just take a step back, mate. Just take a step back and look at your line work on this. It's wonky. It's not in. There's blowouts. Look at your leaves. There's unfortunately.
This one's all right. Like the black looks okay. I mean, you can sculpt the hell out of this till you get it right, and it looks good. All right, let's see what we got next, Andy. Right. Well, this is better than our last one. But as you can see here, the same thing. Not one of these lines is a very smooth, consistent line, right? And this black is patchy, especially through here. Lines everywhere. The lines are the biggest issue throughout. We can worry about saturation of color later as far as a critique goes. But lines, man, lines. You need to slow it down. Spend some time on those lines.
Try use a fatter liner.
Yeah. Do you know what one of my new favorite liner needle groupings is? Is a 5-round shader, standard number 12. I really like the 5-round shader. It's just big enough to where, and I have so much. I like using it. I don't know. It just gives me the nice size line. So I'm gonna encourage you, try a 5-round shader or 9 or an 11-round liner. But this isn't working out for you, man. Okay.
My new favorite round liner is a 003 round liner.
Oh yeah, super tiny, huh?
Yeah, double 003 round liner. I seem to be using so much lately.
Oh man. Okay, this anonymous. This is anonymous, Daniel. You're anonymous. How bad are the hands on my Instagram, Dave? How bad are the hands? The hands. Wait, what hands?
No, it's on about. This is not on Instagram, is it?
No, he says, how bad are the hands on my Instagram, Dave? I don't know what that means. Did them with a 3-round liner. Not sure what they're saying. Hands on my Instagram. Don't know, man. Okay, so nonetheless, that's that one and that one. And so this is the best of the bunch, man.
Yeah.
And again, like we kind of pointed out in the very beginning when we first sent this email in a while back, the lines are how they have improved. I will hand it to him, Andy. They have gone better.
Yeah, they've gone better. If you notice, wherever they can colour in with a darker colour or a similar colour up to the lines, and it can sculpt the lines in.
Yes.
Is getting away with, shall we say, cheating a little bit.
Right. It's false. It's giving you a false feeling of of doing it right, and you'll survive for a little while with stuff like this, but even this black does not quite look saturated 100% through. The lines are so much darker than the actual black itself. But yeah. All right.
Still need work.
Yep,
still need work on them lines.
But this, man,
fundamental basics.
Not a good idea, man. All right, so I hope that helped you out. Okay, we got a lot here. Hey guys, I started tattooing back in the 90s, but I had to stop because life got in the way. I am 57 now and have started drawing and tattooing for the most part on fake skin. That's cool, man. Let me know what you think. All right, Andy, I'm going to click on this one and I'm going to run and pee. Are you okay?
Yeah, no problem.
All right. How's this good?
Oh, that's cool. I'm liking this piece. Your fellow brother in his 50s as well. And how can I critique this piece? Well, this is my style. Traditional / illustrative, bold colours in. He's using some decent fake skin by the look of it. Them lines are pulled. Yep, them lines are pulled nicely. Nice white liner. And to be fair, there's not a great deal to critique on this, Todd. If you were back in 90s and now you're in 2022, you've not lost it. doesn't look like you've lost it on this style, my friend. Really, really digging this piece. What's everybody else think? Anybody else got anything to add on this? But I'm liking this. He's done a really, really good job. But hey, you're back now, and all you can do is build on it. But this is yeah, good style to have. Good style to have in your arsenal. It shows you your line work, your colour saturation, and the business. But yeah, you're not going to go wrong. Yeah, he's not going to go wrong. Back in that, obviously, Pat's in it 90s. He's back now, back in 2020s. But his line work, his saturation, and everything, he's still on point, Dave.
Absolutely, man. Here's the next one. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he's been there. You can tell he's, and I don't mean this in a bad way.
Sure.
I seriously don't mean this in a bad way. You can tell he's from the 90s with the style of tattoo, the traditional bold lines, bold colour, and everything. But it's drilled in, and it's in there, and that's how it was done, and that's where this. And like you say, that's where it all comes from. Bold will hold. That's
it. And
this is what they're saying.
Yep. And you do notice it in tattoos. Sadly enough, a lot of the styles we're doing now, I mean, we've only seen for 5 years, maybe 10, some of them. So we're still learning a lot, to be honest. Okay. I like this. I think the eyes might be a little strange here. Again, sometimes it's hard without seeing a reference. It's hard to know. Maybe it's supposed to be. I've done tattoos where it looked exactly like the reference, but the reference even itself kind of looked goofy. So the end result sometimes looks goofy as well. So the eye maybe a little bit, but I do like the little shiny out of it. I like the different shadows and the shading you have in here. It's definitely tattoo ink wall to wall. So I don't know, maybe trying to find a little bit more open space in there maybe, but that's subjective, I think, as well. But one thing I would have liked seeing is a little bit more definition from this ear to his face. But again, I don't know what the reference looked like. Overall, I think it looks pretty decent. Eyes from two different people. I like this one. Yeah. Oh, right. Oh, I got you. That makes sense. So again, nice job. Shading seems to be relatively consistent throughout. Ah, yeah. Okay, this one I can read it a little bit better. Nice, man. Nice. Wow. Again, just one thing. His forehead over here kind of looks like it's caved in just a little bit. And that's the one thing I hate about doing faces and stuff is just a little extra shading or a little extra something in the wrong spot, and the face is different. But I like the lips, the nose. I like that you got a little form in the cheeks and everything there. It's looking good, man. Any thoughts on these ones, Andy?
It's good. It's good. I'm just not a fan
of the style of how it was executed. I think it's just the style.
Yeah, I think there seems, and I understand there's a lot of shading in it.
Yeah. I wonder what time needles they're using.
I don't know. It just seems as it just seems like it's wall to wall shading.
Yeah.
That's on it. Yeah, it's left it's got the highlights and everything. I don't know. I'm just not feeling the flow of this one. I'm not going to say it's a bad tattoo, but just not for me.
Yeah, and I guess leaning on where you're going with that is I think they could have left a bit more open throughout. Maybe not went so intense throughout the entire piece. I don't know, but definitely this is hurting me up here on the head there.
Yeah, the first two black and grey pieces he's ever done, he's saying.
Yeah, definitely making your way. Oh, man.
You drop on his colour work, it's on point.
Yeah, that's like really on point. Wow, this is not bad. I personally don't think it's bad. I think the head skip, but other than that.
Go on, Dev. I was just going to say, I think he's just got to find his... I think what it is with I think he's just got to find his grey tones that he needs to be using.
Maybe that's it, huh?
You know, his thing, drop system.
It is a little bit one noted throughout. Even though there are different shades, even though when we look at this, it's like, yes, that shade right there is darker than whatever's going on here. And this is lighter than this right here. But I just don't know if there's enough contrast in it. I think if there was a bit more contrast, where this was a little bit darker here, it wouldn't look all so kind of not flat. But I think you made a good point there, Andy. He needs to find his shades again. You know, you're getting back into it. Got to find those tones again, figure out what works. But this is really nice, man.
I'd wear this all day long.
Yeah, packed in there, fully packed in there. Oh, I just did these. It's very much the same cherry blossoms.
Cherry blossoms.
Little three, little fallers. Yeah, nice. I like it. I like even the choice of like orange, the two different oranges, the grays, the black. This is a nice one. Like it. Oh, this is nice too.
Yeah.
A little simple, but that's the whole style of it. Yeah, not bad. Yeah.
It's like you say, it says in this, he's a traditional artist. So obviously traditional artists and used to working with bold lines like colours, but going into black and grey, because there's a lot of black and grey. A lot of people want black and grey, but I'd also, to be honest, was it Big Dog? Todd, why don't you give fine line colour a go? Because obviously you're pretty good with your colour. That's another way to go, is to try and give a bit of fine line colour.
Yeah. And where'd he go? He said he is a traditional artist trying something new. Well, if this is trying something new, I think you're doing fantastic, man.
Yeah.
You just got to find your shades, man. That's just like somebody who does black and gray getting into color, It's like got to kind of figure your colors out. Oh, I'm not using exactly the color that I should have used right there, but it's just the process. And look, what's so cool is that you have very good work that's traditional style in this color, and it's not plastered all over skin, dude. You've been out of the game, you came back, took time. This looks to be a pretty decent skin here you're using.
Yeah.
Doing smart, very smart stuff, I think. Is this only temporary on a permanent tattoo? There you go. The oxymoron right there. But yeah, it looks good though. I think it looks good. Smooth. Same.
Yeah.
What always gets me on these are these little top lines. I hate them just for those. For whatever reason, I just hate those little top lines. But this looks good.
Yeah, they never always suit to me. Try to get, because obviously you want them perfect all the way across. All them little top lines.
Yeah.
And I think it's one of them, you just go in and do them, but then when you stand back and the more you look at it and stare at it, I swear to God they move on the road.
I know. It's like, that's how I feel too, man. I was like, I followed that stencil to a T. Why do they look crooked?
Yeah.
And then a Big Dog says, I want to be able to give people whatever they want. And I get it. Where that comes from is I want to be able to tattoo and not just wait around until somebody wants exactly what I do.
Good.
If you're in a big city and you can get away with, I am just a traditional artist. You can get away with that in some places, but if you want to, you kind of do have to kind of dabble in a lot of things.
Bit of everything.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I know that's where Andy's at. We kind of try to do a little bit of everything. It's fun, in my opinion. But no less. And another thing just to point out to people who might be watching is that, again, look at the nice stuff he's doing. And when he went to skin, or at least the photos he showed us on skin, aren't crazy. They are two pieces that look clean, right? He's working his way back into it. In my opinion, it's what it appears you're doing, Big Dog, working your way back into the swing of tattooing again. And it's tough going from the 90s to the current style, the current trends, the current, the competition. Hats off to you for jumping back into the pot, man. However you want to word it. All right. Here we go. Sorry, I was reading Smoke's comment over there. Gosh dang it, Smoke. Kill me sometimes. Anion. I can't even pronounce it. All right. Hey, man, just bought a tattoo machine off Amazon like 4 weeks ago, and it's fine for some practice. Well, I went in on my leg after 3 oranges. Oh, jeez.
I've got a feeling that this is actually going to be good.
I know. I can kind of see them down there. I'm like, unless it's like looking really good from far away. These are the kind of people that tattoo for like 3 days and then like have a Mona Lisa. Well, I went in on my leg after 3 oranges, but I moved to fake skin for now. Thanks for everything. Your channel has helped. So let's just get a vibe before we jump into this. bought a tattoo machine like 4 weeks ago. So they did like 3 oranges and then said, fuck it, I'm going to tattoo my leg. Did it and then said, all right, now I'm going to play smart, back off, mess with fake skin. Okay, so we're going to go in order. You jumped in on your leg first. Let's check it out. Not too bad.
It's not too shabby.
Not too bad for just a couple of days on some oranges. Smart move, too.
Yeah, it's played it smart.
There are definite issues with the lines here, but why we're not even going to bother, right? Because you already did what we tell you. Hey, nice job, but don't push it any further. And you did that. You're like, oh, okay, I made some stuff happen here. Not too bad. Well, let me go back to some fake skin like you did here and mess around. This has got to be like one of the most popular pieces on the internet for people to practice. See it a lot, different versions of it. It's not bad. I would get yourself, shocker to hear this, some good fake skin. This is some very thin stuff. All right, Andy, what do you think here?
Yeah, I might have been a bit wrong. It's,
yeah, me too.
Yeah, look, I know we all want to draw. I know we all want to make pretty pictures with tattoo machine, this, that, and other. But what I say is, pick yourself smaller tattoos, simpler tattoos to work on your line work with, and that on your fake skin first before you start bombing into. I won't even want to. I'd have nightmares taking this thing on somebody's skin now with all these snake heads and snakes wrapping around somebody's forehead, trying to separate them and make them all look different. So after 4 weeks to take it on, you're nuts, man. You're straight nuts. Work on some smaller stuff and wrap your head around getting your lines in. Wrap your head around how your shader works, how you're shading, different styles of shading. Different effects that you can create before taking something on like this, because you just there again, you're just learning you're trying to run before you can walk on this. You just need to dial it back. You just really do need to dial it back and just come to smaller pieces, unfortunately.
Yeah, absolutely. And really it's just kind of tonal. The lines, continue to work on the lines, like and tone needs some work. I mean, if you draw it first, then work on it. So anyhow, hopefully this makes sense to you. This was decent, right? First try, cool. Working on it. Continue to work on it. I guess that's pretty much it. Continue to work on it. It's not done there. Stay on fake skin, and just keep honing it. Maybe get a better fake skin. Draw this picture out like Andy said, and then smack it on there. All right. Let's see. Who we got? We're looking all right here. Hopefully we're able to get to people who want us to get to them. We got, oh gosh, we've already gone over. All right. I'm 8 more minutes, guys. 8 more minutes. Gosh. All right. Just putting in the line work. Hope it's not too bad. All right. Let's take a quick look through here. My biggest issue with this one is, one thing I like is the size needle you're using. It seems to be about the right size for like practicing this kind of stuff. Is not going to show every little wobble. There are some nice lines here. The biggest issue amongst others is the depth. You're not getting the right depth. A lot of these diamonds specifically are very shallow. You want their line weights. Let's find a line here. I guess probably maybe what you have right in here along this banner, that's the amount of saturation you're looking for. This is a little weak throughout here. The diamonds are weak. The shading is it is what it is. It's okay. It's too busy of a tattoo. Like if we're talking about for a tattoo point of view, in my opinion, I think it's just way too much going on here for the way it was done. But anyhow, those are my 2 pennies on that. All right. Well, Jason, I hope that little bit helps you out, man. Sometimes it's hard to judge off just one piece. Sometimes you send a few. 3 is a good number. 3 is usually enough for us to really get a vibe on what's going on. So anyhow, I've been tattooing for about 1.5 years. This is my first time trying a portrait, and one of my other favorite pieces to date, and one of my other favorite pieces. So let's check out your favorite piece to date first. Okay. Well, we got a few blowouts up here around this circle up here. I don't know.
Like I said, we know
It's not too bad.
it's not so bad. We know what it is.
No.
It's an
Yeah.
astronaut.
Black's packed and they're nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see why you like that one a lot. All right, let's get it from the front view first. Bam. Hey, that's interesting.
Bit of Clint Eastwood, but look of it.
Yeah. I don't. This is an interesting one because I like parts of it. And I'm actually doing a tattoo of some faces, and I decided to make the cigarette the guy's smoking red too. So I like it how it looks here, so I'm hopeful it'll look cool then. But it just kind of comes off to me, Andy, just a little bit like just off the mark, you know?
Yeah,
like I don't know,
there's
just
some
sloppy
good,
maybe.
Yeah, but then again, there's some really, to me, there's some good features in it.
Yeah, there are for sure. I like the beard.
How I know, and I quite like how he's got like the crow's feet wrinkles out of the left eye.
Yeah.
And like you say, the beard. The hat doesn't do anything for me. I'll be honest.
True.
And that, but I don't know.
Maybe it's the lips. I don't know. I feel like if they just were able to spend like a little bit more time in here, maybe it's kind of stylized. I don't know. Maybe it's the style.
The thing is, you can tell who it is.
Oh, absolutely.
You're not tipping your head and squinting in 3 different directions to try and work out who it is. You know who it is. So in that point, he's hit the mark.
Mm-hmm.
There's just a couple of areas that it could probably go back and just refine a little bit more, if that makes sense.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Yes, that's it. That's it. It needs a little bit more time in there.
Yeah, just a little refining. But I know it is. But I don't like. It's not that I don't like it.
I like it.
I still like it.
Mm-hmm.
I know it is, and I still like it.
Mm-hmm.
Just a
couple
of little beard. Areas. Yeah, made a nice job at beard.
Yeah. Yep. Or maybe where this stuff is, what I'm looking for is maybe something a little smoother here. I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's a little. I don't know. It's just something that I'm like, dang, I wish it would have just spent a little bit more time or done just a little bit more of something. Maybe clean up the eyes a little bit or something. But my favorite part is honestly the lit cigarette here. The red in the cigarette really pops it for me. And somebody asks for some smoke. That would be nice too. But all right, man. Well, thanks, Markel. Appreciate you sending that in. Oh man, we're going to be able to get to a couple more guys. And I know
looks like we're going to get a couple more in.
Yeah, that's going to be about it. Been tattooing for a few months. Let me know what you think. Thanks. Ooh. That color is not saturated in there very well.
No, yeah. Wash it.
Yeah.
Same with, right. I mean, this person, I don't want to sound awful. This person is up against it anyway because this is on, I'm assuming it looks like it's on the inner bicep.
Yeah, it's a rough place.
Shall we say somebody that's got quite a lot of excess skin, which, as we all know, makes it harder.
Yeah.
Tattoo.
For sure.
And there is extra, shall we say, steps and precautions and that you've got to do. It does make it so much harder to get colour in, especially with writing, fine lines.
Yeah,
colour packing all round.
The script is not the greatest, but it's not like horrendous per se. Because you really got to stretch that skin, and by the time you're pushing and everything, it's like you're working in a valley or something, So it is tricky. Yeah. Let's see what we got here. This again, saturation's an issue for sure. Lining is too shallow. This is gonna be kind of be in pieces. Parts will be there, parts won't, or it's gonna be super faded. I'm just trying to boogie through a few more of these. Yeah, man, good. Behind that ear, oof. No, this is some real haphazard stuff here.
Yeah, I mean,
some of the line work's okay.
Yeah,
some,
but it's not a good rose.
Yeah, no. This is a hosh posh.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of it. I don't like the blues in
No.
here, the
I mean,
pinks. The
the
lines look
feathers.
beat, man.
Yeah, the feathers, the dream catchers. The line is not good. They've got so many shakes. See a few blowouts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this
There's
person doesn't want to be on skin. This person is a candidate for fake skin. Make all your mistakes on fake skin.
yeah.
Not to carry on tattooing. Just come back on a fake skin. You know what I mean? It's practice. They say practice makes perfect.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
perfect.
Definitely get some fake skin, man.
But like I said, no, these are not good, unfortunately.
Yeah. And somebody was asking, I usually have the email scrolling at the bottom of the screen, but we're about to get off here in 5 minutes tops. So we're already not going to get to all the emails we have today. So, but you can send them to artmesomething@gmail.com, artmesomething@gmail.com, but we only review them when we're live. So as soon as we go live, we'll start looking at them until we run out of time, and then we run out of time. So if you send them before the live, they're not going to get viewed. If you send them after the live, they're not going to get viewed. It's only during the live. So that's kind of the way it is, just because there's too many people. Sorry, Andy, I didn't mean to cut you off. So people were asking.
Nope, you're all right.
All right. Well, unstoppable. You might want to stop a little bit and just mess around with some fake skin. Okay, what do we got here? Let's see. This is my husband DeVille's work he has done lately. Thank you. You are awesome. We watch every time you post. Well, thank you. Let's see what we got though. All right. Well, up here I was like, oh, the Lions, but then I looked down here, and this looks kind of beat. Like if you really look at this, you're getting all that real, unless it's in the midst of healing, which it could be, but it looks a little bit beat up in my opinion. And the lines, aren't the greatest. You're gonna spend a little bit more. If you're having trouble with lines or you're practicing lines, excuse me, I wouldn't do a tattoo like this. This is all lines. All the lines are out there in the open. This was not a good choice. I say minus the words at the bottom, and if we're just looking up here, this is better. But it just needs more contrast. And the white helps, but you can just use black to give you more contrast, smartly used. This one's better, in my opinion, Andy.
It's looking better.
Yeah.
I like how you got used the perfect. No, but I like how he's used the use of dual tone for shading solid black and then shade at the back of it to try and give it some depth.
Yeah.
It's actually not a piece.
Yeah, I'd have no idea what it says,
but
I'm not really here to tell you whether you spelled it wrong or right or what it says. What's it say?
Outlaw.
Outlaw. Okay. This looks like a nostril right here, like a nose nostril. Huh. Interesting. I don't know what to think about that. This stops turning looks pretty decent. The little merry-go-round looks pretty decent. I think the T is really where the main issue on this one is for me. The rest I could look past, because it's an improvement for sure. So not bad, man. We watched an improvement from here to here to here. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep working on the lines. I think they're improving naturally on their own. Yeah, I think that is a dog nose. I've seen people get them, and if you did that, it doesn't look that bad. Kind of like a dog nose with the semicolon thing. All right, Jeffrey, unfortunately, buddy, you're going to be the last one. So we're going to do these two, and then we're going to have to go. All right. Hi, Dave. My name is Ramsey from Dallas area. I have been tattooing for less than a year still, but these are some of my earliest pieces, all within my last 10 tattoos. I did not have an apprenticeship, but would love to have one someday. Please tell me what you think. Art and tattoos are my passion and have been for my whole life. Okay. Well, let's take a look, man. All right. Well, it's hard to say by this photo, anyway. I think it looks kind of maybe tattoos raise up a little bit, but this looks kind of kind of like it was punched in maybe a little
drilled.
too
Yeah,
strongly.
It looks like it's been drilled in.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't
Little
look
harsh.
so. Yeah, it might have a rough time healing. But it's
So
not
overall, not bad.
overall not bad at all.
Yeah, I think, like you said, once it heals and it goes to that solid 12 weeks, I think it'll be okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, hard to see off this photo. The moon's obviously a little rough at the top, but as a whole, from what I can tell from this photo, it's kind of pixelated. It's not really very crisp. I think it looks all right. I like
The
how
lines
they.
are off. The bit
Yeah.
down the chest, down the sternum, the lines are off. They're
Oh.
not. They're
Oh.
not too good. You know what I mean? It's
Oh. I didn't.
it's not good.
Didn't even see this. Yeah, and this kind of looks like a bit of a blowout here. Like right in the center of the chest. Yeah, dang, that stinks. Because you know what? You could have gotten away with having these wonky lines in the hair and a
Yeah.
little bit up here because, you have a bit of contrast, the black to the white to the skin tones. But, dang, that stinks, man. Oh, wait, down here too, though. This is pretty visible as well.
Yeah, it looks like got a bit of blowout and everything down there.
Dang, that's a shame. It's a shame. Not bad for less than a year in the business.
No.
Nope, not bad. I think your line work really needs help, though, man. You see it throughout.
Yeah. Just need to practice a bit more line work.
Yeah.
Consistency.
Yeah. That's kind of what we've seen so far here, right? Nothing's been like horrid or anything. It's just you have the artistic ability. You just got to work on the skill a little bit better. This is improvement, but again, you could merely sculpt these and still not really have any lining ability. But you made the tattoo. You made it work. Are there a blowout a little bit here, a little bit here? Sure. But overall, again, I hate Roman numerals, so I respect them. This looks much better. Again, I'm not sure if this is lined or not. We're pretty far in. I mean, you already sent the photo. It was already pretty zoomed in when you sent it to me. But I think this is much better. So, don't know where it starts and where it ends, what's what. But overall, everything looks good, except for maybe some lines. That's going to be about it. Jeffrey, you are our last contestant. Thank you all for being patient. Give the stream a like, subscribe, turn notifications on, all that jazz. I've been apprenticing for 3 months. I said 4 earlier, but didn't realize the time. I don't know when to give up. I'm not seeing any progress. I have a son now, and working 2 jobs is hard. Oh, man. I feel like I'm missing out on a lot. Yeah, you probably are, man. I totally feel where you're coming from. I was there. Can you honestly tell me if you see anything in my work, or should I quit? I'd like an honest answer, man. I'm willing to tough it out if there's a future, but I have to be realistic for myself and for my son. Wow, what one to end the night on.
It is.
Damn. I hope. It looks fucking good to me.
I want to say, I mean,
that's not bad. I think the only spot, and for me, and again, I mean, you're only a few months in, dude. So, is the consistency here and here? I think this one got away from you, and you kind of cleaned it up. But, dude,
there's a couple of little inconsistencies, and the little, but it's on the finer. You see, for me, it's on the finer lines.
Yeah, these are nice.
I mean, we've seen people have been tattooing a lot longer that, that even are as good as this. And it's like I tell people, you should never give up on something that you enjoy doing.
Right.
Whether it's just in a pastime or you just keep it on a back burner till you're in a better situation to move on, and just use all this time to keep learning, stocking up on knowledge and the understanding, keeping up with everything that's going on. We understand. We've all been there. I've got kids. Dave, you've got kids. We've got houses to run. Man. We've got bills to pay. We totally get it. We totally understand it. Even if you keep doing this, and like you say, you're doing them on your friends, you're doing them on your relatives, and that, who gives a shit? Do it.
Yeah.
Keep your hand in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't quit. Even if you have to walk away from the apprenticeship because of life, don't quit.
If they're chucking you a few quid for it, and a few dollars for it or whatever, so be it. Just keep your finger in it. because you never know.
Absolutely,
6,
man.
8, even it could be 3, 4, 6, 8, 10 years down the line. As long as you've kept your finger in it, like the lad earlier on, packed it in 90s, come back to it in 2022, still
Right, right,
picked it up just like
absolutely.
that. That'd be you, and you'd be in a position then just to crack
This
on.
is our loyalty respect guy.
Yeah.
Dude, don't quit.
What's point? There's no
Don't
point.
quit at
You've come
all,
this far.
man. This shit's looking good for 3 months. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but
Dude, the only
like
thing
I
I would
say,
do to this is add some more I mean, again, would you hear me personally and Andy say a million times? If you put what you did a little bit, if you put just a little bit more black in this, made this thing pop a little bit more, dude, fucking bang it.
that's just experience.
Dude, these lines are nice. These lines
Yeah,
are clean.
your
But,
fundamentals are just
dude,
about there.
are you kidding me? Do not quit. I'll find you and go punch you, dude. Do not quit.
I
All
mean,
right, this one's got a little bit of a botch line, but come on, man. Yeah, dude. I mean, people will absolutely. Oh, this was you too? Come on, man.
I mean, like I said, the only downside I had with that one, and it wasn't a downside, it was just a personal preference. I'd have just gone with a clean blue outline
Right.
on that hat. But that's a personal preference. But why come this far?
Yeah. Jeffrey, are you in the chat, Jeffrey?
I think it is. Is it CC, dude?
I don't know.
CCG, dude?
Where you at, CCG, dude? Oh, he may have left, but
No, he's here. Thank you, guys. You definitely made my night a lot better. Yeah. Don't get, like I say,
it is him.
Don't get yourself down. Don't get yourself down about it.
No,
I know people round by me that have got shops and they're stacked to customers and
dude,
they tattle like shit.
Man,
not as good as this.
Plus, look at this. I didn't realize, like, we're looking at these loyalty and respect. When he sent the photo, he sent them already zoomed in. Like, so we zoomed in way too far. Like, look how far, you know what I mean? Like, when we were looking at them before, I mean, I remember I was like, oh, look, there's a little dot there. But we were like a mile zoomed in. It's really sometimes hard to realize how close you already are. I thought this was much bigger. Now that I'm looking at it, it's like, dude, please don't stop, man.
No,
like, we were probably getting too close to your work, I'm guessing, because, yeah, dude, don't stop. This is good stuff, man. And but I totally resonate with you, though, man. I'm going to read this one more time. You've been apprenticing for 3 months. For 3 months, this looks pretty damn good for 3 months. I'm not saying you've been tattooing that long, but you've been apprenticing. You don't know when to give up. Don't give up. I'm not seeing any progress. Well, I don't. It's been 3 months. Dude, even if it's been 6 months, if this is where you're at, dude, nice job, all right? Nice job. Don't beat yourself up. I have a son now. I get it. Working 2 jobs. I did the same thing, man. I was working 2 jobs and going to night school while apprenticing. It was, dude, actually, no, I had 1 job and I went and when was doing night school. And, oh, God, it was so much, man. I never saw my kids. I never saw my family. It did become overwhelming because the apprenticeship I was in was garbage. But it looks like your apprenticeship must be halfway decent. I mean, they're teaching you something. You're putting out decent work, man. So don't give up, man. If you can hang in there, hang in there. And as long as the place you're at, there's hope there, you know what I mean? There's some chance that you might be able to let go of maybe one of the 2 extra jobs down the road and just do this. Yeah.
It's like I said, don't give up. Don't
give up, man.
You wasted. It'll be wasted if
wasted
you give
talent.
Up. I know apprentices that have been 6, 8, 12 months and they've never even been let loose on skin.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they're not good enough. I mean, you're 3 months in, you're on skin.
Like dude, look how clean these lines are.
Yeah, we're all his own worst critic. You know
absolutely.
What I mean? And you always will be. And the day that you stop being that, that's the day that you want to pack your tools up and give it all in. We all get them moments. We all get art block where you've got things. What am I going to design? Is it going to look right? I can't come up with that. You can sit there looking at a piece of paper on a computer screen or whatever you're designing on with just total blank in your eyes. And then some days you just ain't got enough time to put all your creativity down. We all get like that because we're doing it day in, day out. But no, listen, don't give it up. Just don't. You know what I mean? It'd be a waste. Be a waste of a talent because you're only going to hone in on your skills and get better and better and better. This doesn't happen overnight. You don't go from, you don't go from learning to paint to painting, like you said, painting the Mona Lisa overnight. You know what I mean? It's all a slow progress at coming in. And that's what we say about this game. People think it's fast, it's quick. It's not. The hardest thing is to slow yourself down and keep in that zone and just keep going forward slowly. With your learning, even with your packing blacks or packing colours, it's all slow and steady. Everything's slow and steady in this game.
Yeah, that's it. And that's it. If someone who's Russian, not literally Russian, but rushing is it's going to show, man. And if the work wasn't there, trust me, if you were asking, should I hang this up because I got kids and everything, I totally feel you. It would have been, if it wasn't like this, it would have been like, yeah, man, you might want to think about it. But I don't think you should. Absolutely. I think you're there, man. And I don't know, where's your mentor at? How skilled is your mentor? Sometimes, not to say that you're so far along that you might be scaring him per se, but sometimes people can get a little scared by
they can get a little
quick
jealous.
progression. Yeah, if you're progressing very quickly, they might. That's what was happening for me too. Not that I was moving leaps and bounds, but they saw the potential there, I do believe, and immediately was like shunned me back down. So I get that. But I can tell you there were so many times I wanted to quit, and I almost quit a few times. It was like I've just had enough. And then I did quit, but I had quit with intentions to continue on my own. And it's a very hard road. The opportunity, I was just lucky enough, okay? But if you can hang in this apprenticeship and it's decent, then do so, man. So,
yep.
All right. I think great to end on that note, though. Jeffrey, we'd love to continue to see your work, Jeffrey. Please send it in again down the road, man. And I really hope that you just keep at it, man. And if you need anything, let us know. Try to help you out where I can, man, because it's there, man. It's there.
So right. There. Needs any help? All he's got to do is ask.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like I say, if I can help, I'll help. If I'm saying with probably like you just said, Dave, same with you. It's same with it. Few people and that I've messaged, in between, shows or whatever, and asked a few questions here and there, and I've got back to them when I've had time. Try and help them out.
Yep, it can be hard. Definitely miss a lot of people, but you try when you can and where you can. It depends on how busy you are. And every time I look at my phone, there's like so many other people, I'm sure too. There's 15 other little things this happened, that happened, this happened, so things get missed.
Danik.
We haven't got there.
Picture? Danik, so what is the picture to tattoo for the friendly competition? We'll come up with one, and within the next week or so, we'll
I'd like to by next. It'd be cool to by next Sunday have something for you guys. That would be the goal. And I think I can do that. We'll talk about it tonight here when we get off here, and then I'll work on putting something together and then figuring out how to get that file in a manner that you guys can download it or whatever. That might take me a little longer. So, And you're very welcome, Jeffrey. Very welcome, man. Hang in there, dude. It's a struggle, man. It's tattooing when you're learning. Tattooing when you're learning can be a shitty road to go down, or a shitty road to travel, shall we say? Mm-hmm. But if it's something that you want to do, you will travel that road. You will take all the knocks and bangs and travel that road. Just keep your chin up. Keep in the best spirits you can. There's nothing wrong with your work, so just keep traveling forward. It's a slow and steady pace for everybody down this road. It is.
And just keep at it. Just keep chipping away at it, my dude. You'll be sound.
Absolutely. Well, guys, I'm going to tell you what. Do me a favor. Go follow Andy over here at LS Inc. LS Inc. 2019 on Instagram and LS Inc. Tattoos on Facebook. Share the love. Andy, you got anything you want to say before we depart?
No, like I say, we'll just get knuckled in and we'll have a chat after this and see what we can come up with design-wise. We'll try not to make it overly complex for people. Because
No, I
obviously
think
people,
yeah,
people of all different levels can
yeah,
have a
yeah.
go. But I think what it should, I'll tell you what, I think what it should include is some basics, line work.
Yes,
You
yeah, and
know,
then from there
must
they can
include,
venture off.
yeah, maybe some, shall we say, varying line work of varying,
Oh, yeah,
obviously things from finer lines, to fatter lines, fundamental, shall we say, because we see a lot of tattoos that we say your fundamentals out there, or
sure.
so if we could incorporate something that they've got no option but to do this,
Yeah, I
then
agree. I think it's gonna be something
it'll
that fits all bills.
even if I'm not being funny, Dave, even if it's the designs inside the set of the parallel triangles or whatever it is, so that we can actually see their line work. Your line work's
Yeah,
basically out there on display for
right,
everybody
right. And you know
to
what's
see.
great is you might do it 3 or 4 times, and the fourth time's the good one. That's the one you take the picture of. That's the one you send in. But guess what?
Yeah,
You just got to practice
exactly.
lines like a bunch of times. So, and then maybe we'll start something simple, Andy, and then 2 weeks later we'll have something a little more advanced or something.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Maybe
yeah.
something fun like that, man. That'd be fun. It'd be awesome for us to like see the different ways people think of something. Did they
But
shade that? Did they color that? Did they
That's
stempel
it.
that? Did they add whatever? It's gonna be fun. But all right, guys, we have officially hit the 3 hour mark for the 2 hour live stream. We hit the 3 hour mark. It's anyhow, guys. I hope you had fun. I did. I enjoyed it. Thank you, Andy, for hanging out,
Yeah,
man.
no problem.
Thanks for giving up the
Glad to be
time.
back.
Like, subscribe, share, all the three things that mean nothing. And until next time, guys. Peace.